Hello and welcome to the inaugural episode 1. Give us to it. Go.
Here we are, 10 beers
I
deep.
thought you were going to slow clap. Sorry.
Oh.
There it is. No, keep going. Slow clap. Slow clap.
Here we go, 10 beers deep.
There it is.
It's finally happened.
Long awaited.
Months of planning in
I
advance.
think you shut the microphone closer. I don't know. I can't.
We are finally here. We've done it.
I mean, look. Even today, a battle. A battle to get it going.
It is a true battle.
And we'll start it off, of course, with just saying this is going to be a spoiler cast for Last of Us 2. A divisive game, to say the least.
Oh, fucking, what a polarizing game.
I
It
don't
has
know.
split the masses.
I don't know. But look, we'll start off by saying, Dan, how many beers have you had?
I'm currently about to finish off my second beer. So we're a quarter of the way into our 10
I'm actually
beers
pretty
deep.
confident we're going to get 10 beers deep.
So yeah, that's what the go is for anyone who didn't catch on. 10 beers deep. You start off on 1, you finish on 10, and we see how we go. What conversations will come out at the end? We don't know. What conversations will come out at the start? Where will we end up? We just do not know.
A dark place.
Oh, for all we know.
Like this game.
Yeah.
Depressing.
Fucking grouse, isn't it?
No. All right, what do we drink though? Yeah,
So I'm currently on my second Carlton Dry.
yeah, we've gone the expensive stuff.
Yeah. I wanted to go for them Carlton Colds, but, just haven't seen them around in a couple of years.
Don't know what that is.
Jeez, they're like the cheapest, shittiest beers you can go for.
Cold.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
They sell that stuff?
I don't think they do. Or if they did, they've remastered them.
Remastered.
Last of Us
Can you
remastered.
tell that we're talking video games?
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
It's on my mind. All right. Let's get into it. So,
The way I want to talk about this, I don't know. I've gone back and forth of, do we go through just the whole fucking game? Do we go our best recollection? Because I watched a couple of videos in terms of, I like Kind of Funny, the channel Kind of Funny, and they go through movies and such, their best recollection of the plot of the game or movie. It's a long game.
it's a very long game.
It's a very long game.
All right, let's just go through the premise to begin with.
Yeah, we're not going spoiler free, by the way,
Yeah.
and not like anyone's actually even listening to this, by the way.
Yeah.
We're pretty sure no one's listening, actually,
And that's okay.
which is fine.
We understand.
For Alex and
So-
Dan in the future listening to this, how you doing?
Yeah.
How you
God, I hope you've changed, Dan. Oh, mate. I hope you pulled your head in. But yeah, so main premise of the game.
Okay, sure.
So, first of all, let's recap the first game. Just really quickly. First game, Traveller...
Dan, you recap the first game. We got my dog here. I'm just going to put her out.
Alright, easy.
Start
So,
recapping.
first game, you play as Joel and Ellie in this post-apocalyptic infected world. You're traveling across America. Ellie is bitten. She should be infected, but she's immune. So she has to go across to a group called the Fireflies. They pretty much know how to make a vaccine from her. And you travel across America. Joel, on the other hand, he's one of the... he was in the outbreak. He was trying to escape with his daughter, Sarah. She was shot dead. He's been pretty much lonely ever since. And that's pretty much the premise. Just these two building a connection with one another, getting across America. And, by the end of the game, they build this really beautiful relationship. Like, it's pretty much like a second Sarah, and Joel really opens up to her. And right at the end there, Joel, Ellie's on the table.
Is he a hero? Dan, talk to me. What do you think?
Well, here it is. Well, what do you think? Because I think he is. Ellie's on the table. To get this vaccine, Ellie has to die. But Joel can't live with the fact he has to have a second daughter die. So he kills all the surgeons, rips her out, and gets her away and takes them back.
You can forget about that surgeon part too. That's not going to come back in the next one.
No,
forget about
that's
it.
not important.
Forget about the surgeons
whatsoever.
All of them.
No. And then you start...
Okay, look, this is my thought on that whole thing. It's like, in that situation, it's tough. They didn't give Ellie a choice, really, did they?
Yeah.
As in the surgeons.
That's the thing. That's the
I don't know.
choice.
Can you maybe face the mic at least?
Sorry, mate.
I don't know. We can't hear it. All right, this is our first episode. We don't know how this is going to sound. Okay, probably not good.
Do not judge us too hardly.
And our voices are going to get more and more slurred
Yeah.
as we go. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so they didn't give her a choice, the Fireflies. So Joel, in that moment, pretty severe way to go about it.
Very brutal.
Very brutal.
Very dark.
But didn't give Ellie the choice, really.
Yes.
She didn't know she was going to die. She knows in retrospect. Spoilers.
Yeah.
But it's...
It's a tough decision.
Perspective, though. That's the thing. You can see the
And you see, throughout the game, you see, like, At the start of the game, he couldn't give two shits about Ellie.
Two shits, man.
But he'd drop her off in a heartbeat.
Didn't want to do it.
But they build this chemistry and relationship.
His humanity off.
Yeah. And then at the end of the game, he does that. And it's
a sign of growth for him, personally.
And you just see, literally the growth.
Did he fuck over humanity forever?
Well,
we'll never know.
We'll find out in about half an hour when we finally get around to it.
That's a great point.
But yeah, like, I think, for me personally, The Last of Us, my old man introduced me to that when it first came out. He watched a review on it. He's like, you should play it. And I just didn't have a PS3.
How old are you?
Oh, I was like 13 when it came out.
13.
Yeah, and he's like, we should really give it a crack, but I didn't have a PS3, so I never got around to it. And then once I got a PS4, you were like, oh, you should give Last of Us a crack. I reckon you'll like it. And I was hooked.
That's great. Yeah, I didn't play it at the time either. I had Xbox 360 at the time. And I'm gonna be honest, probably too scared to play it anyway.
Yeah.
Scary stuff.
This shit is dark.
Scary stuff. First game, at the time, obviously the graphics, cutting edge. The bleeding edge graphics, as they say.
30 frames per second, choppy.
We're talking
as
1080p. 30 frames. The whole thing.
The whole thing. And you play it for the first time, and you really find yourself invested in these characters.
Yeah.
And then, for the second game I went in completely blind.
Okay, so, alright, we've recapped the first game.
Yeah.
Forget it now. Forget what you know.
Wait 5 more years. You haven't heard anything.
In real time.
About, now. 5 years. Nothing about the sequel. Yeah. You don't know anything. You think that's the end.
A lot of them at the time.
And a lot of people felt it was going to be a single game. Yes. And you could 100% leave it on a second game.
They, even at the time, Naughty Dog said they weren't.
They weren't planning on it.
And of course,
Neil Druckmann talking up his ass once again.
Anyway.
My man. And then, and so then we get this reveal trailer of this girl sitting. First, it's the stop sign with that Firefly logo. And it is the most hype thing because no one's heard about it. And then you just see Ellie sitting there playing on a guitar singing. And you're like, this is about to go down.
Sure.
And then a couple of years pass, you get your gameplay trailers, things like that.
No cap though.
Final. Yeah, go.
Did not watch those trailers. None of those trailers. Watch the reveal trailer one where, there's a lesbian kiss. Big controversy, of course.
Yes, of course.
Because I don't know why.
Left Behind DLC. Sorry, we should add the little expansion to the first game. For me. You find out that Ellie is a homosexual. Is that what you'd call it? What is it?
What do I call it?
Is that the word? And
right.
she... and you just find, she is... She is lesbian. She is into females. And
she's in all
it wasn't as decisive or polarizing as a lot of people thought it would be.
Well,
it was really... not a lot of people obviously played it.
Exactly.
But it was really heartfelt, warming, and it was just... I see this young girl build this relationship with her partner, although she was 13 at the time and obviously doesn't know what a real partner is. But that was her first true sense of love. And at the end, both of them get bit. Her girlfriend dies. Ellie's alive because she's immune, and that's where the Last of Us kicks off. And then back to the trailers.
Yes,
I watched the reveal trailer. That's about it.
Yeah. So then we've done.
So I've seen a couple of the other trailers pop up, and I saw the official story trailer come up. But I just wanted to go in blind.
And well, not as blind as we're going to be, but the blindness going in is a good point to make, I think, because all the reviews... Okay, we went into this game, I didn't look at any reviews.
I didn't do anything. I didn't want anything spoiled.
Me neither. So,
the only thing I knew before the game was there's going to be dogs who can sniff your scent, and you can go prone. That's all I knew. You fucking dogs.
Fucking dogs, mate. Yeah, and it's... Yeah, okay. So we set the scene that our expectations were high, but we didn't know what was going to happen.
Man, you think your expectations were high. I went to another level of high that I've never experienced before. This man waited out the front of JB Hi-Fi, although he had already pre-ordered a copy.
He's talking about himself, by the way.
This is me. I had work. It was Friday the 19th. Slept 1 hour. Woke up, cleaned the house, everything, because I had nothing better to do. I've never felt so excited in my life. Was on my way to work. I'm like, fuck, I'm an hour early to work. What am I going to do? JB Hi-Fi opens at 9. So I'm like, all right, I'm 100% going to cop myself another copy. So I go, and I'm waiting in line. I'm first in line at JB Hi-Fi. Narry Warren, the one outside. Freezing cold, not even inside the shopping centre.
Yeah.
There's a line of about 30 people behind me. They open the doors, come on in. I hit another level when I got clapped into the store for being the first customer to purchase The Last of Us.
Yep, look, we've talked about this, just personally. No mics, off air.
Off the record, some would say.
Off the record. which we'll never do again now. Everything is now on the record.
Pretty much.
Okay, maybe not everything, but yeah. Look, the clap of virgins, as we've talked about, maybe perhaps the simp clap. Various
Simp
names have been thrown out there.
Fuck. Man.
Oh shit. Anyway, scene has been set.
Yeah.
We now know the background. Maybe too much detail. But sorry.
2 months
Setting
before.
the
I'm gonna jump back
detail.
a bit quickly.
Go. Let's go further back.
Yeah. 2 months. 2
The
months
year is
before release.
2000.
Daniel Paul was
Daniel Paul
born.
has been born. I just realised I haven't introduced ourselves at all.
That's right. No one who's listening does not know who we are. 2 months before the game is. Was it postponed? No, it was. The game was postponed due to COVID-19. Absolutely rocketed everything. Because I really thought, what a perfect time to release. Because the game was already delayed.
Well,
And it was meant to be released May 29. I'd already told my sister, look, your birthday's cancelled. The Last of Us Part 2 is coming out. I'm no lifing this. Yeah, exactly right.
Gives a fuck.
Sorry, Em. I know you're happy now in the long run. And so, because they postponed it about maybe a month or so later, spoilers were leaked. Major story spoilers.
Well, that's a whole side thing that we're not going to get into. Was the disgruntled employees perhaps that were alleged?
It
to
wasn't.
Have leaked it. I know, alleged at the time, but then that opened up the can of worms of the work environment for Naughty Dog and all that sort of stuff. We're not going to talk about that stuff. Bit too real.
Bit too rebel, isn't it?
Bit too real. You know, we talk about the stuff that we want to talk about.
Yep.
You want the nitty-gritty.
If you want the politics,
not here, mate.
call Dan Andrews.
We'll have him on later. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so spoilers got leaked.
Sure.
And this is crucial.
Hold on.
Because-
Beer stop. You need a beer? You need a beer?
Yeah, hit me up. I'll go another one. I'll scull this one real quick. Hang on, guys.
Jesus. So what's that? That's 2.
I'll be on my third.
So that's third.
Alright,
Go for
so
a second.
major story spoilers. Now, this is the most important part of this game because the people who read it absolutely review bombed the shit out of the game when it came out. Like, this game was given 9s and 10s by critics and was given 2s and 3s. It ended up with 3.3, I think, for the first 3 days of release. Because people didn't like the story because they knew what was going to happen. So, like, within the first 2 hours of release, it was already getting horribly reviewed.
Yeah, so we're not even getting into the spoilers. Let's skip past the spoilers, I think. The spoilers were leaked, and some people wanted to spoil it for themselves and already hated the game going in.
Yeah, but
They hated it going in. Anyway, let's cut to the game.
Alright, let's get to the game. Finally, Friday, 19th of June.
Friday the 19th. Scary date, almost.
Yes. I got home, stuck the game in. Quick. By the way, just on a side
Shoved it
note,
in there.
how quick was that install?
Like, I downloaded, so it wasn't that quick for me.
Extremely quick install
I
and
paid
update.
just a tidy $100 for this game. Just a quiet 100.
Oh, that's right. I've paid.
Got it digitally.
You don't want to know how much I've paid in total for my
you got
3 copies.
Too many copies.
Yeah,
Too many copies.
so worth it though. Anyway,
go.
so
Actually, you know what? I'd like us to. We're gonna go scene by scene as best we can. Not scene by scene.
And look, Mono, how many times have you played this game
I
now?
want to go in order
Okay.
if we can.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna
I'm
go.
sure it's gonna get fucked up. It's gonna go all over the place, but I like that framework.
There is so many parts. So I'm on my set. I've just nearly finished my second playthrough now.
The people listening to this either don't care or they played the game already, so we don't have to be that great about it.
Look,
But
I've played through it twice now. I'll tell you what.
yeah,
There's still a lot. No, I'm right near the end. But there's still a lot that I couldn't tell you off the top of my head now.
These aren't super cool.
That's alright. They're not Carlton Coles, they're Carlton Dries.
Yeah.
So, you start off, it's in the ranch, isn't it? Civilization's good.
We start the game with Joel telling Tommy
Yes.
about Ellie, about what we just talked about in Last of Us 1.
About the hospital scene, killing all the surgeons.
And, which again, not important. Not important to this
Not
game at all.
important. And Tommy, his brother, even says himself, I'll take you to the grave with me.
Side note, can't believe Tommy lives. Anyway, it's,
Yeah.
the man's
How the
unkillable.
Yeah.
Anyway, no,
We'll get back to that. Side
so
note
long.
that.
20
Side note
hours
that.
down, we'll get into that. Hold on, I gotta open my beer.
This beer's looking a bit black, isn't it?
No.
Or is it just the
Carlton
stuff you
Dry, I
like?
don't know, mate. It's not that cold.
It's no Great Northern.
It's,
Great Northern, if you're listening, I will gladly take a sponsorship from you. The Great Outdoors. We can do our podcast outdoors if you want us to, but let us know.
Yeah, let us know if you're listening, and I know you are,
Yeah.
Mr. Northern.
Come on, mate. Yeah.
Mr. Northern.
Come on, mate. We know you're so great. We know you're listening.
Anyway, Alright, so, okay.
Yeah, so that happens, and they travel back.
I want you to do your best to recount it.
Fuck.
Just your best.
Okay, so, yeah, and so after they have talked, they go back to the ranch.
Sure.
And Joel gets into the fight with Ellie.
Joel's getting in the fight with Ellie.
Because one of the old guys there calls Ellie... Is it a fag? He calls it? Or a dyke? No, it's a dyke.
It was a dyke. Yes, you're correct.
And that's what caused the fight. And Ellie was arcing up. And Joel, who's pretty much like a father figure at this stage, or he feels he's a father figure.
He is.
He comes and steps
So
in.
good father.
And Ellie's like
At the
not...
end of the game, at the end of Last of Us 1, we are under the impression that they are now father and daughter.
Yes. And Ellie is now 19. This is 5 years past what's happened.
Yep.
And Ellie's like, I don't need you to step in and fight my battles anymore. This is it. Like, I can fight for myself. And this is when, like, shit starts hitting the fan. Because their relationship is now, like, on the rocks. Mm-hmm. Like, on the Dwayne Johnsons. Like, absolutely. You can smell what he's cooking because it's on the rocks.
It's on the rocks. Yeah, look, it's... Okay, so let's...
Abby's like halfway... Oh, no, you do play a bit at the start because you play as a young Abby.
I want to go through my thoughts when I'm first playing.
It does time jump a bit.
I wrote down
the notes.
Each moment
yes.
as I was playing.
Yeah, key moments.
Huge reference, I'm going to do that.
We're going to do that for the next one.
Because, my God.
But this game...
What a roller coaster.
See, the difference is, though, because this is such a big game. If this was a Call of Duty, we could do it like that. This is such a big emotion. It's such a big game alone, size-wise, emotionally, like physically.
Yeah.
Like it takes a toll on you.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. Yeah. So it's heavy. It's very heavy. No matter what you say, and especially for a Naughty Dog game, right?
Bring it close. I don't know. We don't know. I think you're too far ahead.
Okay. Look, for a Naughty Dog game.
Sure.
So, they started off with Crash Bandicoots.
We don't need to get that far back.
Okay. But, and they went to Uncharted. It's really light, fun, like, treasure hunting game. Mm-hmm. To go to this such a dark zone.
No, we're going to get there. We're going to replay those Uncharted, mate.
Yeah, we'll get to them. But yeah, Last of Us Part 2. Complete polar opposite.
Yeah. Look,
so dark, so gritty, so violent.
My notes, when I got... Alright, so when we first... Notes. I didn't take notes. Well, I should have taken notes. And it's when... So you start the game, you're in the town. You're dicking around, you're throwing snowballs.
That's right, in the ranch.
Which, whatever. At the time, I was like, okay.
Did you win that?
Yes.
I did too.
I did. We are gamers.
We are experts.
Credit achieved. We want to
it's in the game.
With kids. And the feeling of it was, I thought, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
But as soon as we play as Abby...
Who is... So, spoiler. Abby is the second playable character in the game.
I thought we were going to get there eventually.
We will, but you play... She's the second playable character.
You play at the start of the game.
She's the second playable character.
You start playing as this person. Actually, you don't know who she is.
Yeah, you don't know who she is yet.
And we're running through the snow. I'm not going to lie to you, Dan. Alright, and we texted a little bit when we started playing, and we talked at work and shit. I was so scared. The first time playing as Abby, like how you're in the snow... And the zombies and shit. Or infected.
Clickers.
The zombies. Oh my god, man. I was like...
See, I wasn't like that.
I'm a scaredy boy.
I wasn't sweating bullets. I was just too immersed in the snow physics.
Great snow physics.
Do you see, like, if you jump over a car, like the little bits of snow go with it. It's something so small.
The presentation of the game is fantastic.
It's beautiful.
It's fantastic.
Best game I've ever seen.
It's tough. It's up there. It's the top echelon for sure.
Okay, but alright, what game beats it on PS4?
I'm not saying that.
What game beats it on PS4?
I'm saying Red Dead Redemption 2, I think, is right on the same level. In my opinion.
Yeah, but see, I'm not a big Red Dead man.
I know we are.
This is
Don't even get into that.
We will get into that a bit later. Anyway, back to Abby. So Abby, second playable character.
You didn't know who she was.
You don't know who she is.
She's playing this person, but then they start talking. I believe I can't remember 100%. They start talking about
her
why
and
they're there. They're trying to find him. Is he gonna be there? Is he gonna be there?
And who's he, you may ask?
My first thought was Joel.
Yeah. I'm like, they're doing this, aren't they?
I thought, but it was interesting that what's the connection, right? That's what I was thinking. Yeah. What's the connection?
But look, see, I was thinking, when I was like, is he going to be there? I just thought they were, because there's only two of them. You didn't know there was a whole gang of them. There's only her and the boyfriend. I've forgotten his name. Owen, that's it.
We're boyfriend at the time.
Yeah. Oh.
We'll get there.
Oh, this saucy.
I want to know.
Hello, dog. So yeah, I wasn't expecting, because I thought the two of them were just looking for shelter or safety.
Yeah.
Because she's...
yeah, it's quite ambiguous. For
yeah,
sure.
they don't... Oh, look at my ankle. Hey.
Sorry.
What was I saying? I'm getting a bit flustered. Yeah, so Owen and that, like, they're looking... I thought they were looking for just safety, because they were just two people on their own.
Yep.
And then they turned back, but this girl, who we now know as Abby, is like, nah, screw it. I'm going.
Yeah, because we find out she leaves because she wakes up, and from what I remember, it's Owen is there, and they were together for a bit.
They were.
And he reveals that Mel
is pregnant.
His current
girlfriend. Yeah, girlfriend. I don't think there's a ring. I think you can buy a ring now. I think the ring would have been salvaged by now, scavenged.
Yeah. And so and then Abby, ex-lover, perhaps.
Yeah.
Well, it is. We know it is. But at the time, that's what we put together. And she goes off by herself off to the cabin. The cabin with Tommy. Well, we don't know it's on.
Yeah, we don't know that they're there.
Cabin lights on. Again, if we're just framing it, cabin lights on.
Yeah. And then she gets chased by infected and gets pinned up against the wall. That was intense.
Actually, this is interplayed with you're playing as Ellie, I think, going on.
Yeah. I think it with Jesse and Dina.
Roots.
Yeah, one of the...
Going like just to check.
To check for the amount of infected, kill off the infected. But anyway, so you go back to Abby. And she's getting chased by infected, pinned up against the wall. I'm not sure if you remember the bit where she's like stuck next to like the chainmail fence. Yeah. That shit was intense. I was like, oh my god.
You talk about a game that I have never sweated more playing.
Yeah, or sworn.
Nervous sweats. Yeah, I had to continually pause the game after moments that would scare me. Yep. Not scare me actually, but more just like, it's
so much going on. You're just like, and like, look, I'm someone who when I'm playing at home, I've got to be really quiet about what I say and what I do because my walls are very thin. Everyone can hear everything. But during that game, the amount of times I swore really loudly or had someone walking going, "Are you okay? Are you hurt?" From the screams, but not horror screams, just intense screams.
So fast forward. She gets saved by
Tommy and Joel. Toll and Jommy. Tommy Jock. How you going, buddy? Hope you're listening. Hope you're well.
Yeah, can you spread it to your Essendon friends, please?
Yeah.
We love Essendon here.
We love Anzac Day clashes.
Essendon Con. Anyway. So, they bump into Tommy and Jock. Jommy and Toll. And, as they will now be called. And they save her. And so my thought is, he's not going to die. To her.
And look,
you know what? When they first meet her, and her reaction as soon as they meet, as she bumps into them, is she knows who these people are.
But they don't know who she is, and they willingly save her.
And they say, well, they've... Okay, and all right, here it is. Now we jump back to the reviews, and what I've heard a lot of criticism about is that Joel lets his guard down.
Thank you. I was coming to bring this up because
people. Right, you know what? Let's fast forward to. All right, fast forward. We'll power through this bit and get to the point where he lets his guard down.
Probably the biggest part of this game
and the most talked about for sure. So blah 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 blah. Save. Just clicker. You're killing. You're running. You're killing. You meet up with the rest of Abby's group as he's playing as Abby, but with Joel and Tommy, and you go in.
Yep.
They introduce themselves.
Like I'm Joel Tommy
with their names.
Yes.
And for some reason, this is a big issue for a lot of people.
And they're a bit hesitant. And then Joel's like, it's like you think who we are. It's like you know who we are. That's a really bad Troy Baker Joel impression, jeez. I'm sorry.
But yes, they recognize... As soon as, so Tommy they don't recognize, but he says, this is my brother. And he says, yeah, I'm Joel. And the silence and the music, of course, is just swelling.
It is.
Swelling.
Gustavo
like
Santolina. My God.
Game.
Fantastic.
Anyway. It's like, you know, like Dan said. It's like you all know what's good.
Yeah, it's like you know who we are.
And then, bada bing, bada boom, shotgun to the knee. How's your mother? Not good. Not good.
And might I add,
bleeding bad. You know what? Talk about the violence of this game. Chunk of his knee is gone.
Might I add, at this point in time, I was trying to catch up to everyone else because I didn't end up getting to play on the Friday because I went out that Friday night and you were there with me. So I had work the Saturday, so I was trying to catch up. And my mate and our boss, Nick, well, our mate, I should say, sorry.
That's fine.
Nick was pretty much caught up to him, and I get a message from him.
Sorry about the light, Nick. That's a little slow joke, Nick.
Yeah, sorry about the light, mate. You can pay for the electrician. Let me see if I can find this message real quick.
So we're talking about Joel
getting...
Fast forward, we're going to lump this all together here while Dan's pulling up the message. It's Joel, and then it cuts to black as he's, getting smacked in the head a bit. And then it cuts to Ellie. You're playing as Ellie, chasing after Joel. You get in there, you run down. Joel's pinned down. Ellie gets pinned down.
Right,
bada bing, bada boom.
Hold.
Ooh, you're naughty,
So, here we go.
You're teasing me.
So, Nick, I just get a message from Nicholas at 8:01 p.m. Mm-hmm. Oh shit, in all capitals. You'll know when it happens. And me being me, I didn't want this game spoiled, nothing. I'm like, stop it. I will block you.
Good.
So, I haven't said anything to give anything away. And then at 8:10, so 9 minutes later, it happens. The shotgun to the knee. And that's what I thought he was talking about. And I'm like, what the fuck? I think it just happened. He's like, which part? I'm like, Joel. He's like, which part in particular? Leg from Abby.
And what did he say?
Then he goes, yeah. He's like, just keep waiting.
Nick.
Actually, no, he didn't say that. But like, paraphrase. Don't worry, Nick. I know you didn't say that.
Anyway.
Next minute. Joel's pinned down. Ellie comes running in. She's pinned down.
Line. Badass line from Joel. He's sitting there pinned, arms pinned, everything pinned, leg gone. Gone.
Yeah.
You want ACL troubles?
Mate.
Mans don't have no knee.
He's got... You think Alex has bad knees. Wait till you see Joel's.
I have bad knees.
Absolutely shattered.
And he says, well, Ellie, do you know... It's a bit of an endgame moment. Do you know... a bit of a, like, Scarlet Witch and Thanos. I don't know who you are.
Oh, God.
Doesn't happen, though. She goes, do you even know who I am or something like that? Right?
Mm.
And Joel goes, long silence, obviously he has no idea, and says, why don't you just say whatever speech you got practice and get this over with?
Fuck,
like,
that was badass.
He's not gonna die!
Let's go!
I'm sorry if that crackled.
Sorry, that'll be really loud. Let's get a bit hard.
The levels figured out. I'm looking at the waves here.
Levels? Avicii? Wave after wave.
Dude.
Wave after wave.
Fucking hell. The waves all over.
Slowly drifting.
Anyway. Golf club. If you're a golf fan, fuck you. Alright.
If you're a golf fan, I think that might have been a 5-iron. I don't know.
We'll find out. Let's play it again.
Whacked across the back of the...
Maybe he would have survived.
Whacked across the back.
He gets fucked. And then,
Big
Alright,
old...
we're skipping to Ellie's in there. She's on the ground. Joel, get the fuck up.
Screaming.
Joel, get the fuck up. Horrific.
Joel, get up.
Blunt strike to the head. Ringing noise. Ellie can't hear shit. She's distraught. I'm distraught. Had to pause the game.
Next minute.
Look at myself in the mirror and went, fuck me. Fuck me.
Next minute, you just see this big old hole
Oh my God.
in Joel's head. And like you can see everything.
That was the part that actually...
And then it
You
focus.
know what? They hit...
And hold.
Yeah.
The golf club's not in focus yet. It's on Joel. And then it fades onto the golf club with Joel in the background slowly going fuzzy.
His head is gaping.
Yeah, bleeding everywhere. You see brain matter
On the
golf club. That was fucking traumatizing, bro. That was horrifying.
Man. And it's just like... Anyway, that's the moment. And so let's go back to what I was talking about before. Why everyone is so up in arms about this.
If you had that spoiled...
Actually, one of the reasons... Oh, whatever. Fact of spoilers. But it's not talking as well. It's... The moment for me that people are talking about is that... Or one of the moments. There's many moments people are upset with. Many, many moments.
Oh, you bet.
Oh, Jesus.
It's happening.
You open the window. And it's when Joel reveals his name so easily. People get upset about that. And no, let me say. Let me just say so you jump in.
I'll jump in.
Let me unpack it. Unpack it.
Unpack it. I'll give my thoughts.
And we all got thoughts, mate. And people go, Joel, the hardened man that he is in Last of Us 1. He would never. 20 years he's been doing this, I don't know.
Because there's one part in the game in the first one.
He doesn't
tell the person's name.
He doesn't even trust Ellie at the start of Last of Us 1.
Yes.
And you know what, when I heard these points of views, I'm like, that's actually a good point. That's a good point. But then I thought, the man's been living the good life.
For 5 years.
5 years?
5 years. That's a long time.
Man's living safely with his daughter, surrogate daughter.
Yeah.
Is that even the right word?
Surrogate daughter.
It is?
We'll go with that. Adopted daughter?
Adopted daughter. We'll go with that. I know what that means. We'll go with
Let's
that.
go daughter-in-law.
Stepdaughter.
What are you doing, stepdad?
No.
Willie.
Jesus Christ.
It's Jason Bourne.
Fuck it. That is such a dated reference. He spat in the microphone. Anyway, the mic's ruined. We've had it for less than a day. Alright. And... Oh, fuck, what am I talking about? Yeah, he's living a good life. The guard's down, Dan. That community, and if you explore enough in that little area, there's notes about they accept newcomers, and they even when Tommy comes in, you guys should come back down and restock with us, resupply.
Yep.
And that's when I thought Joel wasn't going to die in that moment.
And if your guard... If you're Joel and your guard...
I buy it, though, that Joel has... The whole point of Last of Us 1 was that he's got his humanity back, in my opinion.
Yes, and he's opened his feelings again.
Yes, he's opening up. And
if you're Joel...
And you know what? Listening to the spoiler cast was kind of funny with the voice actors.
With Troy Baker, Ashley Johnson, and Neil Druckmann, I think it was.
Bingo. They say in that moment that Troy says himself, that he was trying to convey when he was first got shot in the leg and they were picking him up, a moment, no words, but a moment of disappointment in himself. That this is why you shouldn't trust anybody. You shouldn't open up. He was going to go back to his old ways after that. And Troy Baker says that he didn't convey that well enough because of the criticism that's come from that moment.
I feel he did.
I thought so too. I bought it. But the backlash...
I think it's because people already knew it. People already knew this was going to happen. This was in the spoilers.
It was just so annoying to see people blindly hate it, in my opinion.
Yep.
You can hate this game.
And I saw this thing...
You can hate this game. You can think this game's okay. You can think this game's amazing, or great, or boring, whatever.
I'm yet to find someone who has gone in blind and disliked it, though.
Yeah. And we went in blind. Legally blind.
Yeah.
And anyway, I just want to get that out there that we, in terms of that opinion... We don't have to match up on every opinion that we have, but we certainly don't, actually.
Yeah, we never do. This is a bit of a shock.
But I buy that Joel has let his guard down.
Yeah, so do I. And if you haven't...
That was the whole fucking point.
Of the
and
first
actually, the
game.
whole point of this game, too, is that now, after this, Ellie turns
has
into
to
Joel.
break this cycle of violence.
Yes, there
it's literally what it says in the collector's edition little note from Neil Druckmann. Thank you, Neil.
Thank you, Neil.
And that statue is delicious, might I add.
Delicious.
Anyway, sorry.
I think we've... do you have your opinion? Or we covered that? Do you want to move on?
No, I feel like we're on the same point. I agree.
I think
that is one of the... I think that is one of the most shocking... Because I went in blind, I wasn't expecting it. That was the most shocking and intense moment...
In a video game.
In video game history for me.
Yep. But people that are against that moment, they love Joel, okay? And I get it.
I love Joel too.
I don't want Joel to die.
No.
Obviously. But the story they're telling, I think is very cool. Very interesting. Anyway, next, move on. I don't know what happens after this. What do? We go back and it's you walk around his house for a bit.
I'm going to be honest.
You walk around his house for a bit, right?
Yeah, that's right. But look, I'm going to be honest with you. That next hour or so...
It's not really count until we start Seattle, right?
A lot of it went numb. And although I've played it the second time...
Right? It was quite chill. You weren't really doing much intense stuff intentionally,
that's right.
I believe.
You go into his house and you pick up the guitar, don't you? And you start playing Future Days.
A whole bunch of stuff.
You pick up the guitar, play Future Days by Pearl Jam. And might I add...
That has no relevance to the story. What are you talking about?
I want that to be played at my either funeral or wedding. I can't decide the two. Maybe both. But that is a beautiful song.
You're going to have a funeral?
What? You would have a funeral? Well, I was always going to have...
I'm saying you're going to play the funeral.
Yeah, if I were to ever lose you, I'd probably lose myself.
But you're dead.
Yeah. Everyone else is going to lose me, mate.
So what the fuck is that? I'm supposed to be like, wow, man. Like, what the fuck?
I want everyone to be depressed.
I got depression.
I want everyone to feel the feeling of 2020 in general. Yeah. Anyway, off the topic of me, back onto The Last of Us. So, pretty much, the next part of this game, after,
skip to Seattle, I reckon.
Yeah. So, this next part of this game is Ellie trying to track down.
Actually, quickly explain. Tommy goes off first.
Yes. To save Ellie from going.
That was the idea. But they end up going anyway. And what's
Ellie and Dina. I've got to make sure I keep calling it Dina because I keep getting it mixed up with Dana and it happens all the time. I kept saying it at work and I even said it to her myself. It was really just awkward.
Yeah.
So we've got to make sure we say Dina.
Dina the
dinosaur.
Dino.
And might I add, weird looking character.
Are you anti-Semitic or something?
Something about the nose on the model, like on the...
Yeah, there it is. So you are... What, the curls in the hair as well, mate? Huh?
No.
What the fuck, man? No, I agree. No, I don't agree. I thought... I didn't like her that much, to be honest with you.
Towards the end...
You know what? Actually, no, I did.
She grew on me.
It's cute. It's very cute. Look, if I might say so, it's a cute little thing. Ellie is like the man.
Hot take. Here it is. It's happened. It's finally here.
It's a DP's deep dive.
Not yet. DP's deep dive will come another time. But coming from a man who has thrown popcorn during Birds of Prey, the Harley Quinn movie, and the fantabulous emancipation of whatever.
Too many inside jokes here, Dan. People don't get it. Too many inside jokes.
No, but I threw popcorn because they really just screwed up the whole female empowerment thing. And I'm all for it. As we know, Endgame.
It's not a good movie. I don't think that's a good movie.
Endgame.
We'll get there. We're going to review
Endgame,
everything.
Thanos versus Scarlet Witch, amazing fight.
Force shit, no good.
The Force one where it's Captain Marvel and they're like, she needs help. I booed. What, do we say?
You didn't boo. We were there opening night. You didn't boo. We were just... Dan,
okay, sorry. I didn't boo. I huffed under my breath. Yes. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay.
Anyway, and so for someone who wasn't a big fan of it, and then to see the way they portrayed this female character in this game, I think was bloody brilliant.
Now let me jump in. I think, yeah, you're absolutely right. And all the characters in this game feel like real people.
Yes.
Deep, like layered onions.
They have made both Ellie and Allie feel so strong.
Yeah, Abby.
Yet, who did I say?
I said Allie.
Oh Jesus, Alleyways. Next episode, Alleyways. Yeah, they've made both Abby and Ellie just feel so strong, yet so weak and vulnerable, and they don't push it. Oh no, they push it. But they push it in the right way. And for the people, this is here. It is.
Here it is.
For the people that are bitching like they're pushing the agenda of like trans or homosexual lesbian, whatever. You know what? When they go to have their own like sex scene in the thing, they black it out for the female one. When it's the straight one,
good point.
You see it all. And might I add, I feel like I've got more feminine tits than Abby. Can we just talk about this real quick? What was that? They were pecs and then just little.
Yeah, look, we're at least like 3 hours away from even getting to that part. Yeah. But you're right. That was a weird.
For people who say they push the agenda, you are fucking stupid.
I think everyone they say it's forced. Abby,
it's not forced.
They say Abby as a character is forced. I thought, and again, all right, we're skipping all over the place, and that's fine. But the way they integrated her, it was her dad that Joel killed.
That's the biggest plot point.
I thought
that's why she killed Joel because Joel killed her dad in the hospital
in Last of Us 1. And I thought...
That's the plot twist.
I thought, wow, that is fantastic.
I was hoping they're going to play off that, but I didn't think they're going to play it in that way and have Abby come back. And you still hate Abby throughout the first half of the game. Playing as Ellie.
Skip. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
We'll jump back.
So we're going to Seattle day one. You're downtown. Big area to explore. A lot of character development. It's beautiful.
Little Easter eggs, might I add. Favorite bit.
Eggs, Uncharted shit.
Uncharted, Jak and Daxter.
It's beautiful. PS3 is everywhere. You want a fat PS3? They're in this game.
And there's Uncharted 2, and there's also an arcade. There's an arcade, like, what do you call them? Cabinet? Arcade cabinet?
Yep.
Of Jak X Combat Racing. That was a nice little touch.
Okay. So you're going through this. What's the next big plot points?
Next big plot point.
After that?
Well, there's not a lot of big major points
until
you get to the aquarium.
All right, so you know what? It reveals. So it's a slog. This part in a good way, sort of. It's meant to be.
It slows it down, but it really helps you.
You're chasing Tommy.
It's a marinade. That's what it is. It's a marinade.
You're chasing Tommy.
Yes.
You're chasing Abby.
Yeah.
But you're really chasing Tommy as well. But anyway, the next big plot point I feel is when they're in the theatre, which is a while away down the line, but you know what? You're fighting the wolves. You actually discover the wolves. Whatever. We're getting to the big points.
The wolves is the WLF, which is Abby's group, might I add.
And you know what? You think they're just terrible people and they need to die immediately.
Yeah.
Will that change throughout the game?
Yes.
Okay, I was going to leave it on a cliffhanger, but okay, there you go. Yes.
Who needs cliffhangers? If you're here, if you're listening to this and you're actually
You've played the game.
You've played the game.
So we skip to pregnancy. Dan, pregnancy. We're in the theatre. Ellie.
Because,
You be Ellie. Ellie.
Yes, Dina?
Let's start again. Take two. Ellie.
Yes.
I don't know how it happened. I'm pregnant.
Fuck you. That's actually what it's like, though.
It's shock because... What's the fucking Asian dude name? What's his name?
Jesse.
Jesse's mum.
That's the one fault. We'll get to that. That's the one fault,
like
Jesse. I do like Jesse, but what happened? Actually, no, we'll go to it now because we're just going to keep jumping. And as we said, you'll understand.
We're going through a chronological.
He dies.
We're jumping. We're jumping all over the place.
So he dies, obviously. You expect it to happen.
Obviously.
He's protecting Ellie because he hears that Tommy's in trouble in the theatre. He's trying to protect Dina and Ellie.
Sure.
and he just pops out the door, bang. Pretty much, was it his eye that blew out, or was it just a big old gaping bullet hole?
I think we should. We'll get there. We're almost there, pretty much. We're in the theatre.
All right. Yeah, because this is about the halfway point.
We're getting there, definitely.
So you're playing as Ellie. You've pretty much followed the
So,
wolves.
okay, wait. We've done the pregnancy, but then she goes by herself to the aquarium.
Yes.
So we head to the aquarium. I mean, Dan, you want to take a bit?
There you go for it, man.
All right.
You're doing well.
So we head to the aquarium. Actually, you know what? Beer pause.
Beer pause. Yep. Proudly sponsored by
Calm dry.
whoever wants to purchase a sponsorship in this. You can have that sponsor
Mate,
point.
you know what? People will be talking like, we want our integrity and stuff, mate. We will whore ourselves out, mate.
You want me to do a shameless plug?
I'm talking. I was going to say something really fucked up then, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, maybe not do that one.
No. Anyway, beer pause.
Beer pause.
Oh, fuck me. There you go.
Are you... Okay.
What's this? Okay, I'll pause it now. Pausing.
All
Alright, beer break over.
Back with the beer break. I'll tell you what. It's kind of forgotten where we were at. I think we're at the... Okay, yeah. Here we go. Ready? Oh!
That was a good one.
Oh, am I going to get a bubble on top?
Okay, aquarium or something. Anyway.
Yeah, so we're at the aquarium. Shit.
I'll handle this one.
Go for it.
You jump in whenever you want. Whenever you feel like adding something, a little spice.
I do anyway, mate.
Maybe just add a little bit of
Add a bit of salt.
spice to that.
Add a bit of salt.
Alright, so she's on the way to the aquarium.
Yeah.
Not on the way. Whatever. Cut out all this. I'm not gonna lie to you. This shit's stressful the whole way down.
It is.
In
Nothing.
a good way, it's meant to be. But it's,
Some things go your way. Some things just do
we'll get to
not.
my thoughts overall this game eventually.
Yeah.
When we've talked about the story, which is the whole game. Pretty much.
This game goes for what? I think it was 20...
It's the fucking never-ending game.
This game goes for 23... that's rich from you.
So
Coming from the man who
But
loves
in
Red
a
Dead
different
Redemption.
Way, but Red Dead, it wasn't like I thought it was going to end at any point. Ready? So my point is now.
Okay,
you
go.
head to the aquarium because you're under the impression you've gone to a few different places looking for Abby. So now the aquarium is the final straw. You think you found her. You're on
And
the
hold
way
on,
there.
Hunt, can I just point in here?
Please do.
You've been playing for about 12 hours now.
Minimum, sometimes more. I think
More.
I play more than that point.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But around 12 hours. So you're about...
You're sneaking up to halfway into
So
the
you're
game.
getting pretty close to the full length of the first game.
See, this is what I'm saying.
So you feel like this is the end.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So I thought I was coming to. I thought it was a simple game, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I was already having a great time with this game in a sad way,
Yes.
but a great time in the experience,
Yeah.
emotional experience. And I'm going through this aquarium. It's scary. Good thing to point out how scary the aquarium looks in this moment. To contrast that later with Abby, how nice it looks. All right,
She first finds it.
you're sneaking through. Blah 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 blah. You're killing the dog. You're killing Mel. Who's
You kill-
pregnant.
yeah.
You're killing
Owen. But you don't find out she's pregnant until she's already dead, and you feel sick about it.
But Abby's not there. And who comes up behind you and grabs you? It's your boy,
Tommy.
Tommy.
Unlisted Jolly.
Jolly Chuchol.
Darren Jolly? Collingwood's finest.
Why not? And it cuts, and then you cut back to the theatre, thank God, because I thought you were going to have to go all the way back. Fuck me. I love it when they do that. When they cut and you're there, I'm like, thank fucking Christ. You never have to backtrack back to the theatre.
Yeah, there
Thank
was a
fucking
couple of
God.
there was a couple of nice cuts.
Oh my God, dude!
You get to
if
you get to the end of one
this game
bit.
would be 100 hours long.
Yeah, there's a couple of bits where I'm like, God, I hope there's a cutscene, and you get that cutscene, and you're like,
Mate,
thank
when
you.
you get to a cutscene in this game, it's like
It's
thank
such a breath
God.
of relief, isn't it?
Thank God.
It really
Or like
is.
when you get a cutscene, I might add, all this time you're doing flashbacks with Joel.
Yeah.
We haven't even mentioned
Every-
that. You know what? I'm going to
everything's
mention this halfway
mixing.
point and then we'll talk about the flashbacks. So you're in the theatre, you're like, we're regrouping now. Where's Abby? You're talking about it. You wake up, you're walking down the theatre thing. There's a ruckus. There's a ruckus there.
Yeah, there's a noise.
There's a ruckus. What's happening? I thought this was secure. Actually, how did you get in?
I think
Oh, no, we
that she
found out. We
went
played.
back door.
I'm just asking how did we get in. I played as Abby to get in.
She went through the back door. More to come on the back door in a minute.
Yeah,
Literally.
literally. And so she comes in, shoots your boy, Jesse.
Yes.
He's dead.
Clean.
Right in front of you. She's got Tommy down.
Yeah.
Down to rights. Yeah. He's dead if you don't do anything. Ellie stands up. Hands up in the air.
Yeah. Drop your weapon.
She does. She drops
She
it.
throws the pistol.
I'm who you're after. I know what Joel did. I'm the one you want. I'm the one that has the cure or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
let him go. Let Tommy go.
And she goes, you killed all my friends.
And then...
And you killed all my friends. We let you live, and you wasted it. And then, yeah, bang.
Bang.
To black. And I've gone, what the
Black
fuck?
starts fading out. So kind of like, you know, like your GTA. I don't remember if it is now, but it felt like, you know, when you change your characters in GTA, how it kind of zooms back a little bit.
Does it zoom back?
I don't know, but I
did.
feel like it did.
The numbers I thought faded in Avengers Endgame style when they did the jump forward in that. When
Maybe.
the numbers come up at the bottom, it goes Seattle
Day 1.
Now, this is when I literally... Fuck, man, I wish I was streaming this or something, dude. I was literally just like, oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. And, you know, Dan, take it from me, man. You tell me what's happening here.
Look.
You're playing as Abby.
Your plans are... And look.
The girl that killed Joel, the villain who you think of is just the straight up villain of this game, you start playing as her. And this is talking about divisive.
And you feel disgusting doing so.
You talk about divisive. This is the next one after Joel dying that everyone has a fucking massive issue
dude,
with. And I think that's the point, though.
You're meant to feel conflicted.
That's the point of this story. You don't have to agree with it at all points. When I first switched over, I hated this.
I was so... And I thought I was only going to play for about half an hour. Yeah. No. You play that second half.
You go in your menu and you see the skill tree and you go, oh, fuck.
You're playing that next half of that game.
You're playing almost
or
more.
7/8. Yeah.
Almost more.
I feel like you
I
might
rushed
be.
it more with Abby, so I didn't end up playing more.
Because I wanted to play as Ellie more.
Because you know what? I do agree in some regards with some people that think they should have played it in a different order. If you had gotten to feel like with Abby a connection already, and then she realizes who Joel is, like maybe you teamed up with Abby, right? And you're both surviving something, and then Abby finds out, oh, who are you talking about? Who's this guy you keep talking about? And she goes, oh, Joel. And he's like, well, you know, I don't know, he takes care of me. And then she goes, Joel, and then she finds out, and then she kills Joel. But you already are attached to her. Would that have been better?
No.
Maybe.
No, because I liked how conflicted I felt using her. Because over this time of playing as Ellie...
It's a great point.
Because you start from day one, and you pretty much... You play the 3 days as like the exact same 3 days as you did as Ellie, but you're playing from Abby's point of view.
Yep.
And I really liked it because, you know, you learnt... Or the one thing I took away from the story, I'm not sure about you, but for me, it was a real takeaway. You're always your own hero in your own story.
Yeah,
you never realize they're wrong. Like in Ellie, she didn't see anything wrong with what Joel did. Or she did.
How do you...
But she felt Abby was so sick, but she realized...
How do you, as Abby, not see Joel as the bad guy?
Yes. And so that's the thing. Everyone else sees him as the good guy.
Let me paint the picture. Only because we played as him for a whole game. And that's the whole point, right? The whole point was there's a conflicting character. But you're playing... If you're playing... Imagine you played The Last of Us 1. You're Abby.
Yeah.
And the dad. Trying to save the world.
But that feels...
I'm not saying it's happening. I'm saying imagine. Cast your mind. And you're playing... This is just a thought experiment. And then you're the dad and you're trying to get this cure. And then this girl comes in that...
She can bring the vaccine.
Decision. You don't want to kill her. We see that scene.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to kill her. But think about the benefit. Honestly, in that position...
Civilization.
In that game, you'd kill her.
Look,
who's this bitch?
Look.
I'd kill her.
Okay, right now. Okay, put it in 2020 perspective. If I had Ellie walk through this front door right now, I said, I've got the cure to COVID-19, but you got to kill me. That bitch's skull's cracked right open.
Bit dramatic. Maybe, maybe not. But it's...
Probably not,
the
because...
The point I'm making is, how do you not see then this dude rolling up, killing everybody in this building, by the way, and then killing your dad? Yeah. And everyone in the room. Like, you didn't have to kill everyone in the room, but you definitely have to kill the dad.
I think 99% of people killed everybody in that room.
I get my girl. You know what I'm saying?
The Fireflies.
But then...
Dicks.
Tell me, how... Then maybe in an alternate reality, that's the first game. Second game, you're playing as Abby again, but then Ellie is back for revenge.
Yeah.
What are you thinking then?
Yeah.
For killing Joel. So imagine the first game ends and you kill Joel.
The roles are reversed.
And then Last of Us 2, this random bitch shows up Ellie.
You would still feel the exact same way.
Exactly. But that is the point. When you first play as Abby...
It is a shock factor.
I didn't like it. No one did.
No.
Actually, I highly doubt anyone ever did.
You feel uncomfortable. You feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
You feel dirty. You feel disgusting. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, for the first time I got into a fight with the clickers, I'm going to be honest with you. I purposely sprinted into a clicker.
Oh, yeah, man.
Just to watch Abby's neck get ripped out. And might I add, by the way, I played this game on hard
This is
mode. The death animations, they give the Tomb Master, the Tomb Raider.
Did you play on hard mode, or did you end up putting it back down to middle?
Second last mission.
Second last mission. I call bullshit, boys. Boys, I call bullshit.
I played majority of this game on hard, and I died a lot.
Dan can't handle it, mate. He wouldn't have played on hard.
I normally play on very easy or easy to get through the game.
Played on hard. He's lying to you. He's lying. He played on intermediate.
Anyway, I played on
the death
hard.
animations are horrific. Horrific.
The death animations. They give. I'm not sure. Have you played the original, or not the original, but the remaster of the Tomb Raider games?
I played the original one all the way through, and I've tried the other ones, but I know what you're talking about.
Do you remember that scene where you're in the waterfall?
The spike.
Yeah, the spike straight through the neck.
Straight to it.
That's what these death animations felt like.
It
Constantly.
did, except worse, because
Yeah.
the graphics are way better.
Fucking brutal.
Anyway, story. Where are we at? We switched to Abby. Let's just fast forward through Abby to the big point.
And you're pretty much playing as the same points.
Let's talk about, we missed it, like I said, the Joel flashbacks.
Yes. Yep.
You want to talk about the big one, the museum. I think that's the big one.
That was beautiful.
Beautiful.
For Ellie's birthday?
And what's a moment to call back? Remember in the first game, something I totally forgot about and only had been recently reminded of was that she was talking about how she wants to be an astronaut. If this didn't happen, she would have been an astronaut.
And she had the pin. She had the little astronaut pin, which is where you find it. You find it in this flashback, don't you?
Beautiful. Now tell me, Dan, did you climb up that dinosaur?
I did. Did you put the hat on the dinosaur?
Good man. Yes, sir.
Did you put the hat on Joel?
And I did not. I didn't know you could do that.
It's a trophy, and I missed it.
I missed it.
Frustrating, bro.
You didn't.
No.
Good. Anyway,
I missed it both times.
but that moment.
Both playthroughs.
Man, what a great moment, huh?
It was. It was so sweet, and this is where you
You get a
feel.
lot of Joel. I'm not gonna lie. You get a lot of Joel.
For the people who say you don't play Joel, you get your fair bit of Joel, or you don't really play as
The
him.
whole game. The thing is, it's not. You don't play as Joel, but the whole game's about Joel.
It is.
It's about Joel. The very end of this game is about Joel. We're getting there.
Yeah,
We're getting
we're
there.
getting there.
So the whole game is about
Slowly
Joel
but
still.
surely, we are getting
Hell,
there.
we're 50-something minutes in. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, everybody. This is our first episode. We're all over the place.
This game, this
have no
podcast,
notes.
this podcast will take as long as the game.
We have no notes. I'm sorry.
We're currently winging it. The wing, wing it.
Anyway, so give me the dot points of Abby. Damn, the story starts off.
She is jacked.
She is.
She's
Actually, the
yacked.
first thing you play as Abby, it's with the dad.
Yes.
It's with the dad. Not
And you're finding the
Normal Abby.
is it the deer? Or no, it's the zebra.
Oh my god, what a sad scene.
Oh, fuck.
What a sad scene.
And Owen's like,
But
we need to go.
Oh man.
We need to go. It's brutal.
Alright, talk to me about Owen.
Have
What
my
do
thoughts
you
on him.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Kind of a weird dude.
He is. He feels like an Owen,
And I'm
doesn't
gonna ask
he?
you right now. Can you
I'm
back-
sorry if there's any
can you
Owens.
Back up a bit because I don't know if our mics gonna be picking up each other. Oh, it's
Look,
Let's
I
talk
don't
each other.
look. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know any Owens, but I feel like he's a real Owen.
He was a little weird.
He was an Owen.
Why was he so weird?
He felt
His
uncomfortable.
face looked.
He
You know, I might cut this from the recording.
he had a bit of a Dana face.
But was he a bit on?
I think he was.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna put that in because you know what? I don't want to get demonetized.
Too saucy too quickly. Look, if you know what we're saying,
He seemed weird.
he did seem like he was on the color spectrum.
What's that?
Take away the color.
Oh boy, we're gonna have to cut that. So Abby, well, I'm trying to think. You start as Abby.
Well, just scramble through.
The dad. All right. The cool scenes are when you realise, for me, when you see the hospital, the St Mary's Hospital. St Mary's.
Yes, the same areas.
St Mary's Hospital. Fun fact: St Mary's, where Dellavedova and Paddy Mills played college basketball.
There you go. Dellavedova and Paddy Mills.
Yeah.
Aussie's finest.
Yeah, Aussie's finest. It's the Aussie college, pretty much, for them.
There it is. Makes sense.
Yeah. And you go there, and look, you replay from, talk about perspective. Dan's just walked away from the microphones to just let out a couple of. He's released the valve. We'll put it that way, you know. He's released the valve, and it's So you see the opening, the final moments of the first game from the perspective of the surgeon that you kill, right? The one that holds a knife to you, and it's the moments that we didn't get. It's the moment. What's the black chick in the first game?
Oh,
Firefly's girl. Whatever her name is.
I got it. Huh?
Your dad's looking
Go
at
to audio
Okay. We were looking up how to do this. Anyway, so it's her. Dan's looking up, and it's looking up. It's her and I can't remember the dad's name. The dad of Abby, talking about what I feel like we didn't get in the first game.
Not Riley.
Marlene.
Marlene.
Thank you, Dan.
Marlene. You know
Dan,
what
can you pull it up for me? And so they're talking about she's gonna die if we do this. They're talking about that, and I think that's important to think about. So, you play as Abby running in a panic after Joel's already steamrolled his way through it. He steamrolled through the hospital, and you come through, you see your dad's dead. Your dad is dead on the floor. Picture this. Your dad is dead on the floor as a result from some guy coming through. So, you tell me how Abby is a forced character in this game. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. So, and you intertwine that with when you're playing as Ellie, and we get the moment. I'm going to wait for Dan to get back. I think he's at the toilet right now. But the moments where you're at the St. Mary's Hospital again, but you're as Ellie. You're Ellie, and you really, what we always wanted since Last of Us 1. You get that moment. You get that moment where you find out what happened. Well, Ellie finds out what happened at the hospital, which is really a moment. Dan, he's coming back. Thank God. I was spinning the wheels here.
Go for it.
The moment where I'm tying it back, I've already explained the Abby with the dad.
Yes.
The moment back at St. Mary's Hospital.
Yes.
Then the moment where you're Ellie outside of the hospital. No, the voice tape.
Finding the voice recording, bro.
And this is what I feel like should have been more
spoken
of a point.
Yeah. And I feel like it should have been spoken about more.
I don't know why I was only in flashbacks. I wanted to play that. You know?
Yeah, I wanted to witness that firsthand.
That was the blue balls of the first game.
So have you said what you find out in this voice recording?
No. I've said you find out. Ellie finds out what Joel did.
Yeah. And because she disappears in the middle of the night. Joel's worried sick looking for
Storming up on the horse after Ellie has listened to it. On repeat. She keeps repeating it.
Yeah.
What's he even say? Doesn't matter.
It's like, he's tried to, we nearly had the vaccine, but he's come, it's over, we're done.
This guy, out of nowhere, has taken away the vaccine to this zombie virus. How is he not at the very least, a conflicted bad guy?
And some would say he is. And I
think he's a bad guy that...
I would respect...
We only know why he did that because we played the whole fucking game with him. If you don't know him, you see what he did there.
We empathise with him because we played from his perspective.
Yes.
If we didn't play from his perspective, we would be like, what is that?
Yeah.
And look, I'm going to be honest, the more I watch it and the more I think about it, that is a really big plot point. And I cut to the chase now, I think this game is fantastic. Right. This game
is a piece of art in my mind.
Look, this is quite easily my favourite game of all time. Quite possibly my favourite part of art of all time.
Wow. I gotta say too, regardless of what you think of this game, I think it's totally disrespectful to say you can not like the game. But I think story-wise, and I'm thinking maybe naming this podcast here, The Last of Us 2, or Part 2.
What just happened?
No, the new, the new standard for story.
Yeah. And now,
Red Dead was a great story.
There's a lot of...
Red Dead Redemption 2, I know Dan was a big fan, but we'll get into that at some point. But Red Dead Redemption 2 and Last of Us 2, Part 2, just the story, you might not like the story. And the same with Red Dead Redemption 2. Actually, quite a depressing story in the end as well.
Yeah.
But it's so many layers, and it's something that you think about. I've been thinking about it non-stop.
It took over, and I've got like a group chat with a couple of mates that I play PlayStation with a bit that you're yet to meet, but I'm sure you will very soon. When we finished it, we had a group chat where we could discuss it, so we couldn't spoil it for people who are still playing. And my friend Michael could not stop saying how fantastic it is. Aaron finished it within like 24 hours. This man grinded it. Loved it. Ewan, his brother, just after he finished it, he just could not say it. He's like, it sticks in your mind how good it feels. Then there's people.
Sure.
This is a photo that I've been waiting.
Now this photo, I gotta just paint the picture here. Dan has been, I don't even know, I mentioned this photo. I don't even know
I screenshot it Oh, it says Tuesday, but I reckon I screenshot it earlier than that.
And he's just been saying he wants to show me this photo for a while. So I don't
So-
know what this photo is, but showing it.
So, a lot of people are saying the story is absolutely
Oh
shot.
my God, I don't know how... Okay, you might not like the story, I was going to say this quickly, but you can't say the writing is bad.
No.
You can't, and the acting is great. Anyway, go.
And so, someone has tweeted on Twitter, how to ruin a franchise with bad story writing. And they have got 3 pictures here. And I have been so excited for you to see this.
Okay.
Just for your reaction.
Right,
This
so
is their comparison.
Live, baby.
They have compared
Yeah.
The Last of Us Part 2,
I've seen, not this picture. Go, say it.
Star Wars, The Last Jedi, quite possibly the worst fucking movie in Star Wars history.
We-
And Game of Thrones season... Was it season 8? The final season?
Yeah.
And look, I haven't watched Game of Thrones, but I heard it was shocking.
I'm not a fan of that.
Especially as soon as I heard the coffee cup was in there, I'm like, oh, these boys have... they've really thrown in the towel
They're
here.
10 beers deep in it.
Yeah, they're 12.
Yeah. Alright. I've seen a lot of people saying it's very The Last Jedi. Because it's always subverting their expectations.
No. That
I
is
mean,
a
it
good...
does.
That is a good interpretation of subverting my
We're not
expectations.
even going to get into The Last Jedi.
That's another
3
podcast on its own.
Alright. But Dan, do you want to talk for a bit? Because I'm going to take a piss. Or do you want to just pause it?
I can keep talking, but where do you want me to go off from? You
What
tell
do
me,
you
mate.
like now? Why do you like the story? And
Mate,
why it's
just-
not like The Last Jedi?
The Last Jedi is a mess. Alright, so I can understand... And
Maybe The Last of Us. Don't focus on Last
okay, it's a mess. Mainly because 2 different directors. The Last of Us Part 2 by Neil Druckmann. He did both. Worked really closely with the others, like Ashley Johnson and Troy Baker, who are the voice actors for Joel and Ellie. Did a fantastic job of bringing the story to making it what it is. And to say that it is compared to, or that it is a lot like The Last Jedi, like, The Last Jedi just goes against everything the first movie had. It was a mess. And they push politics and agendas in The Last Jedi. In this, they push politics and agendas, but in the best way possible. For the first time, I appreciated that, having that in my game. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, people that say it's forced. I don't know.
More like...
I don't know. They came in wanting it to be forced.
Yes, they
They
came
wanted
in.
it.
No, but see, I've only ever seen people who have seen the spoilers before the game hate the game.
Sure.
Anyone who hasn't seen the spoilers loves the game. It is a masterpiece. And like, I was watching a video. I think it was Jeremy Johns doing a review on it, and he's like, "This man, by the way, I've given up on."
Okay.
Our thoughts on
I
movies-
was a big fan of
So was
Jeremy
I.
Johns when I was a young boy.
Yes.
Out of the womb.
He was my only movie reviewer I used to watch.
But his comments on this game, and you know what? Majority of reviewers that I've seen on YouTube, well, not majority, some guys, majority of reviewers have just panned it, and I don't get it. They're like, oh, it's not fun. It's not. I play video games for it to be fun. I think it's fucking cool that it's a game that.
But people go and watch
it's not-
movies to have fun.
Thank you.
But then you have like your
Books,
Sonic the
is
Hedgehog.
every book supposed to be this joyous occasion? You
Look,
read it and you're having a fucking laugh.
Exactly right.
You know?
Like, for example, you and
Is
I.
every movie
we,
Anchorman?
we
No.
went to go and see Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes.
Underrated movie. Actually, really quite good. So much fun, lighthearted.
It's a bit of fun.
It's a bit of fun.
You look at the writing, obviously.
Funny of it's a bit of fun.
We came
That
out
is one of
and
our
said-
topics that we'll get to eventually in a later episode.
We came
but
out and said it was fun.
it was.
Which it was.
But then we'll go and watch something like, what's a dark movie we've seen? Like just a real, like Joker. There we go. Perfect example.
Good example. And people don't like
Joker.
it.
People don't like
It's just
Joker.
you know what? Actually, fucking good example. Fucking great example there. Because people said it was, it's too dark, too this, too that, whatever. But
It
so
doesn't
what?
have to be.
There's genres
This
to everything.
Is a dark movie, dark game. It's
It's not-
meant to
alright.
make you feel uncomfortable. If
Alright.
it's making you feel uncomfortable, it's doing its job.
That's what it's set out
damn
to do. You gotta
well.
think about, with every bit of media, in my opinion, you gotta think about what it sets out to do.
Exactly
And
right.
does it achieve that?
Yes,
I think it does.
I think it does too.
It's a little long and bloated.
Yes.
Yes. We'll get to that. Alright, so it's where we're at. Talk about, alright, Abby, hit me. Come on, hit me. What's the moment that the dad, now you understand why she's coming after him.
Yeah. And over these 10 hours, you
You know
play
what you
as
see?
Abby.
The main point of it is you see Abby She's gotten the revenge that Ellie is now after with Abby, right?
Yes.
She gets the revenge of
As
Joel.
Neil Druckmann calls it, it's a cycle of violence and
But
revenge.
She gets it, and you know what, Dan? Is
She
happy?
feels content.
Is she?
No.
Is she?
I don't.
Mel
she-
hates her.
To begin
Her
with.
friend Mel hates her. Owen is not with her anymore
But
because
Owen's-
she is blinded
By the
by the
lights,
hatred.
and I can't sleep until I feel your touch. Sorry.
What are you talking about?
You said you're blinded, and I said I'm blinded by the lights. Weekend, hit
A
us
nice
up.
theme with I think it sums it up with Abby is the moment with Owen because they're ex-Fireflies. Fun fact
Yes.
is when they say, she says, "What happened to me? What happened to us?" And Owen says, "I guess we stopped chasing the light." And I think that sums up not just the game, maybe, but Abby's story definitely.
Yes. It
That's-
pinpoints it, doesn't it?
It does. It's a nice line. She was blinded by the rage of killing Joel, thinking it would solve her problems. But in fact, it actually
doesn't.
brought on a whole new set of
Yeah.
problems.
It brought on
everyone
Ellie.
around her died.
Yes.
Because I see people saying, well, Abby got the happy ending, and Ellie got the sad ending. Everyone
Abby dealt with is dead.
Every single friend she has died.
Anyone that meant anything
And
to
not
her.
just her friends. A good 1,000 of her mates. Or
Yeah.
hundreds of her
A
mates.
fair chunk of the wolves
And then
dead.
she starts killing her own people, by the way.
Yes, with the scars.
So,
You see, now,
know-
did you feel the scars were a little unnecessary?
they had to be there for her
To
have
get
that
to,
moment.
yeah, for you to have that moment. To,
Humanity. Remember when she says,
you're my people.
bingo.
Bang. Bang. I love how we thought the exact
Let's
same
go.
thing. It's like, you're killing your people. And he's like, no, you're my people.
Oh, that's the
And
moment,
that's
though.
the moment where the light bulb flicks,
She's
where
back.
that flicker
And then
switches.
she starts in
and
that moment.
she now becomes Ellie to me.
Yeah, Ellie.
Like, you become that position of,
before
you
Joel.
like her. Yes.
Ellie before. Yes, yes.
You like it, like that feeling of like you appreciate her, you understand, and you start to really develop like these feelings and emotions for Abby because you're starting to see her like she is a hero in her own story. She's done what
I
she.
will not lie to you though. Playing as Abby, maybe halfway through the fucking. It feels like a lifetime. You're playing as Abby every day. It's just you play 3 days
You play 3 days of each, and then you play little chunks.
on the end. Yeah.
Yes.
But it's a lot of it. I felt like while playing is like I know where this leads to,
Yes.
and you feel
That's what
like
I wanted.
what a crescendo of Ellie's story, right? Building, and then it cuts, and then you start again. It's like 2 games in one.
It is. It should
Talk
be called the
about
last.
value for money.
Yeah.
Right.
Money for nothing.
Chicks for free. Jesus Christ.
But
How many
yes.
beers we got? And-
Too many.
But so in that regard, I do think it's a tough transition to then. You wanted the crescendo there, right? You wanted a big moment to happen then, and it stops, and then you have to build up. To
You have
it
to restart again. And for some people, it's draining.
A lot of people, I feel like, are probably cut off then.
Yeah, it's draining.
And you know what? A little fact about not fact. I don't know why I said fact then. A little. I checked in
Thought?
of PewDiePie's stream because he's live stream the whole thing, and he's very much of the
Yeah,
opinion.
did he
of
did he
the
give that a
mainstream.
-10? Did I see that correctly?
No. He gave it like a 6.5 or a 7.
A 6.5 or a 7?
Don't get caught up in numbers.
Sorry. What do the numbers
But he
mean,
was
Mason?
he's on the side that we're talking about of Joel dying and what the fuck and all that type of stuff. And as soon as he started playing as Abby, he quit the game. He said, "I'm done for today. Just stop playing." But again, that was the point. I feel like, right?
It's a reset. It's
Starring.
it's a reboot. Another music reference. Sorry.
I don't know. It's tough.
It's hard.
'Cause I thought
Because
I
it's
thought-
a
I felt the same.
complete fucking halt.
I felt the same. Yes, I felt the same. The momentum's gone.
Yes.
I felt the same because you're building. Start again as the villain after they've already done the bad thing. So you already hate them. Yeah.
But that's the point.
That is
You're
the point.
meant to hate them.
But at the end of the game, I see that's the point. But while I'm playing it, first playthrough, I
And
want to play
then-
this again, by the way.
yeah.
But the first playthrough, when I'm like about day 2, halfway through day 2, I'm going. Fuck it.
I
I just want
understand.
to get to that fucking aquarium
Yeah.
and then get back to the theater.
Look,
Like,
see,
I'm so annoyed.
and now that's the one complaint that I've read that I actually agree with. Like,
It's a bit long,
no, not that, but like people.
but then you needed to
like,
be long, didn't you, to start building that?
Yeah, but like I found because I wanted to platinum this, and I will platinum this, but I wanted to try and get the first playthrough.
Sure.
And you.
Sorry, I'm just gonna jump in. Dan, can you hurry up and finish that beer?
Sorry, mate. I'll keep going slowly. People, like, or for myself anyway, I was trying to find every little nook and cranny and find everything.
Was it okay? Let me jump in. I was doing that with Ellie. What about with Abby? Did you feel less with Abby?
I felt it less with Abby.
Agreed.
See, that's the thing.
I started
because you know what? 'Cause I wanted to get to the end of that story. I
Bingo.
wanted to see what happened, and I've read a couple people say that, and that's the one thing I agree with.
I agree.
You lose your interest in like exploring because
you know where the
you're
story goes.
hooked. You're hooked on that story, and you want to see what happens next.
The story, you know where that ends.
Yes,
right? And
but you
know
want to
that
see.
Owen dies.
But
you know
wanna-
Mel dies. You know that Asian dude dies. You know
Jesse.
they all die.
Yes.
So it's like, I feel like a blue ball here, but I still, now in retrospect, I quite enjoyed it.
Yes.
But anyway, all right. So what are we doing? Where are we at? We're talking about how long it is, Abby. It's long
And look,
area.
so we get to what we
Now talk to me when they meet up with the two kids. Talk to me now. Talk to me about that.
look. I enjoyed it, but
Third faction.
yes, the scars,
Scars or the
but
Seraphites.
the Seraphites, yes.
As
So
I prefer
the
to be
wolves
called.
call them the scars
Call
because
the Scars by calling the N word. There.
Yeah. Seraphites.
Yes, thank you.
It sounds like an STD, doesn't it?
We've all got a bit of Seraphites. haven't we?
Yeah, we've all got a little bit of Seraphite in us. So these guys, God, I don't remember what were they? Were they just a third faction in amongst this?
What do you mean? What were they?
Like the wolves, like it was,
Yeah, they're faction.
yeah, they're just a faction. Like
Well, they had a
They-
truce
they-
with the wolves.
they had a bit of
truth with
they had a
the
bit of
wolves
Heath
or what?
Ledger Joker. You know,
Yeah, the scars.
you know how I got these scars, and that's why they were called scars.
They
Oh my
talk-
fucking god, that's just clicked.
No, I didn't think about that either. To be honest,
That's
They
just
have scars
clicked.
on their
That's
face.
why they're called scars. I don't know why they're called.
All right, well,
Fuck.
talk to me then. Another, of course, point. You know. Jesus, he's lost it.
Fuck.
He's lost it.
Damn it.
So, with the scars, your Abby's about to be hung up. She's being hung. She's actually being hung. And then her friend, the two little people,
Lev
Scars.
and
what are their names?
Levin. I forgot the other one's name because she dies pretty quickly.
Not pretty quickly.
Because she's got no arm.
Yeah, but the whole fucking day two's about getting the medicine for her.
Yeah, what's her name?
I don't know.
I want to say Lev and Lily, but Lev is Lily.
Anyway, doesn't matter. The point is, they save you, and then you guys fight together in an annoying sequence. I gotta say, it was annoying as fuck. You have no weapons. You just punch. You're literally punching zombies for about 10, 15, half an hour. I don't even know. It felt like forever. You're punching these zombies, and then you build a relationship with them, and it's a long. Damn, I'm not gonna lie. When day two starts, so that's the end of day one, pretty much. You save them. You bring them to the aquarium.
Yeah.
And it's discovered that you're gonna have to cut the chick's arm off that you saved. That she saved you, but then you saving her.
Yeah.
She has to get it cut off.
Yeah.
What's she getting? Gangrene or something?
No, it wasn't gangrene, but it was like
Something bad. She got that.
it was something where if she
Infection.
didn't cut the arm off, she was
Spread.
dead.
It's gonna
She was
spread.
dead.
Yeah, because it was shattered.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. From the hammer.
Insane.
From the hammer.
Insane.
That's right.
And
Oh,
alright,
gross.
so Jesus. So then day two starts, and it's you going out to get the medicine for her. You gotta go all the fucking way to the hospital.
Speaking of this,
Actually, no, sorry. Day two. No, day.
no, you come back
Day two
for him
starts,
day
you
two,
come back,
and
that's
you find
right.
him.
And
Yes,
then you go and get the medicine.
but here's the thing.
Sorry, my bad.
I don't know. It's to do with day two. I don't know if you.
Sorry, I just want to jump in. When she starts walking out to that bridge, she's like, alright, gotta go to the hospital to get the medicine for these two fucking randoms. I stopped the game and I went to bed. I'm like, no.
I'm like, fuck this. You know how far this
I need a
hospital is?
break.
You know
I
how far-
know the hospital. You've been to the hospital, by the way. I think is Ellie. Oh no.
No, I think you went as Ellie. No, you play as Ellie because you trying to find Nora.
Yeah, so you've already been there to the hospital, and you know.
But look,
You know.
here's the thing.
So far away.
When Lev, one of the little scars, is like, oh, we use these bridges, we can get you there in 2 hours. I didn't think it was literally going to take me 2 real life hours to get there.
I thought they meant like, because video game 2 hours, like
Yeah,
15 minutes.
20 minutes. 20 minutes. I wasn't expecting 2 actual hours to climb this bridge, kill these Seraphites. As just,
Well,
what?
talk to me then, Dan. While I grab another beer here. Do you want another beer? Can you have? No, I'm equal with you now. So
Yeah,
just
now we're cool.
Was that your third, fourth? That's your fourth now.
We'll say 7th. No, I'll go 4th.
So talk to me now, though, with the boy that was a girl.
Just hold it real quick. I'm not sure if you can hear it through the mics. I doubt you will. Bronny is snoring so loud right now.
Bless him, mate.
Bless her cotton paws.
Gosh, I'm so excited when you came over.
Oh my god, that was
loved
ruthless, wasn't it?
No, but talk to me, Dan. What are your thoughts? People upset. A trans character in a game. They're not happy. They're not happy, Dan.
I couldn't care less.
Thank you. I agree. I thought it was handled
Really well.
Really well. Really well.
Once
and I
again-
think the whole reason that faction was in the game was because Abby had to
Build an emotional connection.
Sworn enemies.
Build that connection so you can feel some empathy for Abby and build something with Abby.
They both turn on. So Abby turns on the wolves, and whatever their name is, bald kid,
Lev,
turns on
the Seraphites.
and they become their own thing.
And the reason why
Which is, I
Lev
think,
has
is a powerful
turned,
move.
the reason why Lev has turned on the Seraphites is because Lev was initially Lily, and didn't want to be a Lily. Wanted to become a soldier. Instead, made her a housewife. So she shaved her hair and was pretty much banished from the faction.
Yep.
So Lev and his sister, which I've forgotten the name. Oh, so crispy. I've forgotten the name of the sister. Pretty much on the
Broken
run.
arm girl.
Yeah.
Shattered arm.
What I had actually, first time playing with Abby. When
You called me?
No, I'm alright. When you deal with the first time you witness the Seraphites,
Sure.
that is shit scary. How you get that bow? Is you play as Ellie or Abby?
Ellie with a bow.
Is it? You get the bow through the shoulder.
Yeah.
You got like pull the
First
bow.
interaction was with Ellie. You're in the you're in the bushes and shit the whole time.
Yeah.
You get the boat too.
I struggled with that for a fair while.
What?
I couldn't get through that part.
You know what was the hardest part for you?
Actually, you know what? Listen mode was really janky this year.
Oh, don't even get me started, mate. You know how many fucking times you use listen mode?
Mode, and there's nothing there.
Nothing there, and you go through a doorway and then they jump you.
You know what I want? I guess it kind of makes sense because I don't want to make it overpowered like Batman's detective mode.
know, but then what's
I
the point?
really wanted Batman's
But
detective
then
mode.
that's when you need it. Like, when you can't see them, but you can hear them. That's the point. They're out of my line of sight. So what the fuck is the point of listen mode? When you're in the combat arena, then you can use it, obviously. But if you're walking around, zombies will come out of nowhere. People will just tackle you. You have listen mode on the whole time, and then all of a sudden someone come out from the side. And you're like, what, were they standing perfectly still for fucking 6 hours before that?
No.
Apparently so. Anyway, let's just skip to the Seraphites, blah, 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 blah. You go back.
You're back at the aquarium.
No, the boy runs off to
Find the mother.
the mother.
So you got to go with the sister.
You end up getting, alright, you know what? You end up getting the medicine, whatever, who gives a fuck. No, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
You save the sister. The brother runs off.
But, okay, hold on. Actually, you know what? It does matter in a way, Dan, with Abby. She's doing this because she feels like she's lost the light. Right? She's not a firefly anymore. She's doing it.
She's a wolf.
She's just a killer.
She
She's
feels like a
killer with the
wolf, not a firefly.
She's the best killer in the wolf, as we find out.
Yes.
She kills the most Seraphites.
Yes.
And she's lost her way of what she thinks she is. So now she's going out of her way to save these, enemies.
Stragglers.
There's two stragglers. There's two people that are sworn enemies of the wolf.
Wolves.
So it's really, that's the moment where she decides, I'm going to be, my own person. I'm going to do my own thing.
Myself.
I'm going to be who I think I am. I've lost myself, essentially. Yeah. Anyway, continue. So now we're going to the island to chase the brother that ran away to the mother, who the mother
has pretty much banished.
She's very religious of their religion. Yeah. Like, very religious, and
she's very strict with her following.
So you get there. You kill a bunch of people, then you get there. What happens?
The mother's already dead. The mother's been killed from the other Seraphites because of...
No.
Yeah.
No. The mother was killed in self-defense. The boy killed her. Remember? The mum was, like, coming at him.
That's
said,
right.
No,
yes.
you're defending yourself.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so he's crying, of course.
Because he's thinking it's... Yes. Because he's thinking it's his fault.
Well, I mean, jeez, you've killed your mum. I mean, goddamn,
That desperate, are we? We're really clutching at straws.
But, okay. So then you go through, you have a boss fight with this fucking big-ass Seraphite, whatever.
And can I just say, that boss fight...
Sure.
That is brutal yet again. With that... Is it a scythe? Is that what you call it? Those little hook things?
Yeah, you cut his jaw.
Oh,
that
and his jaw is just hanging by a thread.
I thought it was coming off. When she grabs it, she's like...
It was a bit of Lifehouse, hanging by a moment.
Mate, I thought that was flying off.
By a moment, You.
But yeah. So look, that happens. You get off the island. Wait, what do you both? What happens?
The daughter gets the
She
sister
gets shot by
gets
Isaac.
shot. Yeah,
And Isaac dies straight away.
yeah.
Because she's not actually dead. She gets shot. She's on the ground. But then
She shoots him when
shoots Isaac.
Yeah,
And Isaac, what do you think of Isaac? Talk to me. I thought it was good.
yeah.
Intimidating.
Look, short stay.
He did the right thing. Like, what are you wanting from me?
He,
Have
you
you
know,
practiced
yeah,
scouting one day?
he was here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, and he did what he needed to do. He was intimidating. He seemed like he would be the leader of this, military force.
Yeah.
I believed it.
He felt strong.
He felt strong. He went out that way, but that's the whole point, isn't it? It's a zombie thing. Like you just go out. Oh, there's no justice.
Yep.
You go out in a brutal way.
Yep.
Okay, so we're heading back
Yep.
with just the boy. You've lost the girl, the sister,
Yep.
to the aquarium.
Yep.
What's happened to the aquarium, Dan? What Ellie has done?
What hasn't she done?
She's fucking murdered.
She's killed Mel.
First, you see
No.
the dog.
Yes. You walk into the aquarium. The dog Alice pretty much jumps on you. And
Alice, by the way,
this is the first time in this game
sure.
where you have to kill the dog. You can pretty much get the whole way through the
You're
dog.
talking about with Ellie, right?
Yeah.
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 But with Abby, I'm saying, yeah. So when you come in the first time with Ellie,
Yeah. As the first time and only
it jumps
time
you.
in the game.
It jumps you. You have no choice.
Yeah, you have to kill the dog.
Yeah.
And which I do appreciate. You can go through the whole game without killing a dog. Being a dog man myself.
Mate, classic too. You kill that dog as Ellie, and then as soon as you're playing with Abby, that dog's with you forever. Like you're just playing fetch
Now,
with it.
At the start, when you're playing fetch with I threw the ball over the...
The gate?
Yes. Did you do that?
What the fuck, man? Are we the same person? Yes.
But then,
I threw it a few times, but then I just yeeted it
yeah.
over.
I was like... Because I'm like, Emily... I'm like,
the same
I'm like,
person.
Em, come check this out. You can play fetch with the dog. She's like, oh my god, this is so cool. So I'm like, yeah. And I peg it. I think I'll just throw it back to him later. You can't throw the ball back.
I know. I went looking for it.
I found it.
Oh, you found it?
And I couldn't throw it back. It was just sitting there, and the dog's just sitting there smiling.
I know.
Oh, you poor soul. Sorry, buddy.
Well, it's going to get much
Yeah.
worse for you, Alice.
Yeah.
It's going to and it does.
And so you pretty much spend time, and you build this connection with Alice, and then
that's
you
all.
realise, what?
This is the dog.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then you walk back in with Abby. So
Okay.
obviously you finish your your 3 days with Ellie, third day with Abby.
Abby.
No, I'm saying you finish your third day with Ellie, and you've killed the dog.
Bingo.
But you get to your third day with Abby, and you're in that aquarium. You open the door.
The aquarium, which I thought,
You're
by the
knocking
way,
all over the place. Hang on, hold everything. This is a great moment. It's something I want to talk about. This just made me think about it.
Hold the fucking presses.
Here we go. DP hot take once again.
We're going in deep with DP. DP, if you want to sponsor this section, that would be really
Please
cool,
do.
I think.
Here we go.
DP.
The rope physics in this game.
You like that, bro?
That first part where you got to throw like the cable over the fence, I was like, nah. I had to walk around, and it wouldn't let me walk around. So I'm like, surely, like it's not gonna let me. And you throw it over, and it lands and it hooks onto things, but it's all natural.
Yeah, it's good.
That's fucking crazy. Anyway, so you have to power this generator again. You have to find whatnot, and so you're knocking on the door. Owen's not opening,
Get in there, mate.
and you're thinking, what's happening?
And you've been there already with Ellie, the same environment.
Yeah. And so you're like, what's happened? You walk into the rooms.
Mm-hmm.
You open the door. You find the dog's dead, and you're like,
Oh,
shit. You walk in.
Yeah.
Mel's dead.
Mel's dead. Baby's dead.
Ellie's pretty much crying because
Oh, and then Mel's baby.
Yeah.
Gone.
that was a brutal call, and that's the important part. When she killed Mel first. Yeah.
Ellie, yep.
Yeah. Killed Mel first, and then
Massive
she
regret.
kills
As
Owen.
Dan said earlier, Ellie totally shooken up by this. She's
Yes.
like, she sees that she's pregnant because of course she knows that
And that's important because Dina's pregnant.
Dana's pregnant, and she sees that and goes.
And this comes back full circle.
You know what that was to me when Ellie saw that? It was like
That shows she was human.
bingo, and she's like, "Holy shit, what have I done?
I've just killed a
I've been
life.
blinded by the rage."
Blinded
Sorry.
by the rage.
Continue, Dan.
And next minute, do you grab Tommy? Yeah, you grab Tommy. Yeah?
No, you're Abby.
Yeah.
No. So you're Abby. When do you?
Why am I... So now I'm getting...
Jesse. When? No.
Yeah,
no,
I feel like that's in the theatre.
No. We're missing
Oh
the
no,
point.
no,
The
she
sniper-
finds him in the theatre. Not in the theatre. She finds him in the aquarium dead, and she goes to the theatre to find him.
No, I know. But then when do you do that sniper battle with Tommy, who's the sniper?
Oh, that's just a flashback throughout the game.
It's a flashback.
Yeah. Because you're learning how to
That's
use
how
the
you get to
sniper.
the aquarium.
Yeah.
That's how you get to the aquarium. Sorry, because she goes underwater. Remember, she
Yeah.
falls off the. No, Tommy falls off the edge.
Yeah.
And then sorry. Sorry, my bad, guys. My bad. Anyway, theatre.
Anyway, so that's all happened. She goes to the theatre for revenge.
Theatre for revenge.
Finds Tommy. Locks
Tommy's
him up.
just dicking around. I don't know what he's doing.
Here we go. Now we're back to the point
We cut off about 55
5 hours ago. Here it is.
You've been waiting for this. Your balls are so blue, you've got to bust a nut. You know what?
You've worked out something bad's happened. You go barging through this door. Bang. Jesse's shot down. We're seeing it again.
Again.
And the exact same
You know
moment,
what?
Ellie
Honestly,
throws...
Jesse, fuck off.
You know,
I'm not a big fan of Jesse.
I just wanted to meet his mum.
Oh, she's got to go on.
Yeah. Or that's Stacey, not Jesse.
Shit. Who's Jesse?
Jesse's girl. Is it Jesse's girl?
What's the song?
Jesse's girl. Yeah, it's Jesse's girl. Fuck, this is why we do 10 beers day. It's
Jesse's
Stacey's mum and Jesse's girl.
Shit.
I wish that I had Jesse's girl.
No. I have to delete this whole podcast.
Go again. I just wanted to meet Jesse's girl, which I did. Dina! We met Jesse's girl! Sorry. Relax.
Anyway, you're in the theatre. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. Now you have this. Now, talk to me about this fight. The Ellie fight.
But you're playing as Abby.
Yeah.
Fighting.
You're fighting the boss, who is Ellie.
Yes, and you don't want to fight.
I'm going to lie to you. I died so many times.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? I don't want to kill Ellie.
Yeah, I don't want to kill Ellie, but I
You
have to do it for the game.
For the story to progress.
But you don't end up
You know what? You have
killing
to put yourself in the mindset
of Abby.
of the character.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to subvert your expectations. Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson, Last of Us is the... Oh, God, not Last of Us. Last Jedi, almost the best movie ever. You didn't expect that, did you?
Yeah. Whenever something's last, you just don't expect it.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Also, what happens? Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. I know Abby wins.
Yes.
I bet. And she's going to kill her. Doesn't kill her. Says...
No, she goes to kill Dina.
She fucks her up. I thought
Because
she might be dead.
because they're in the fight and Dina I
Right.
think throws something or
Yeah,
something.
well, she's about to kill Ellie. She's strangling her.
Yeah.
I think.
And Dina saves her.
And then she's about to kill... She whacks it. But then she just says... Oh, wait, she's pregnant.
Yeah,
She's
she's not-
pregnant.
That's right. That's why it comes full circle. She's like, she's
Bingo.
pregnant.
You're
And
right.
Abby just goes, right.
I bet never see you guys
Does
with
this.
faces again. Or
Yeah,
something.
does the full SpongeBob. I'm head out.
He's actually walked off, everybody. He's actually walked off. Alright, so it's just me now. And then where do we go? We go... I'm trying to think. Fuck, what do we do? I'm sure we have a bunch of cut scenes. We cut to Ellie, that's right. We're talking country acre, multiple acre property.
Country road.
I think. But we're going to just pretend it is.
Wait, are we talking?
Yeah, that's happened. That's the end of that. And then Ellie, they have disappeared.
That's right.
They've disappeared.
They
dude.
disappeared.
And you
They're
think,
in the ranch.
and by you I mean me. I've think
Funk.
this
Don't
game.
drop that thunk.
This could end. This is it. And you know what? What a nice ending. This could have, maybe should have been.
And you meet their kid, JJ. Now,
Berea. Dallas Mavericks shooter.
I was gonna say Reddick, LA
Reddick.
Clippers.
You know what? More of a niche reference.
Yeah.
Berea. Anyway.
Now JJ,
Sure.
because they script the name on the tree because at first it just says D and E, or E and D,
D&D.
and then plus JJ,
Double D.
which obviously, well, I thought, and I think everyone thinks JJ means Joel Jesse or Jesse Joel.
I didn't think about it. Sure. I don't know.
Well, makes sense.
Makes sense.
Jesse Joel, two of their most beloved people died, dead,
I haven't even thought about it, so I'll go with that. Sure.
6 feet under.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyway, flashback in the barn. She's rounding up sheep. She gets a flashback.
Yes,
Joel getting his head
PTSD belted in.
absolutely caved
Why did I forget about it? Because I haven't done it the second time. It's still
in. Caved in.
my god.
Caved in. It's actually
And
quite
she's
a
screaming.
Scary, yeah, scary
and the
moment.
the baby's there screaming because Ellie's there just broken down
You have
crying.
the flashback puts you very Batman Scarecrow sequence.
Yes.
You run down.
That Arkham Knight fear gas came to take over Ellie real quick.
Because the door, all of a sudden, you're in this barn. There's doors flying around. There's red everywhere, and you run down. You run at the barn door, and all of a sudden, you're back in that house at the start of the game.
Yes.
Where Joel dies. You run down. You can hear Joel is. It's not. This is not what happened at the start of the game, but of course, this is Ellie's memory, and it's Joel screaming out, "Ellie, Ellie!" All that type of shit. I'm sorry about that, guys. That was really bad. But she runs down the stairs, opens it up, and of course, it's just horrific. And You see the flashes throughout now to the end of the game, pretty much, of just his fucking skull being pounded.
And can I just say how traumatizing it was when she's screaming, like she's sitting there and she's and like you can like the animation you feel you see the pain, bro. You feel the traumatization.
In terms of acting in a game, this is
Ashley Johnson, fantastic.
I think
job.
this is the best. Well, it's hard to compare. I'd say the best. Yeah. I'd say it's the best.
Yeah.
And because it's so dramatic too.
Yep.
A lot of opportunities to flex your acting muscles.
Yes.
Anyway, that happens. Bada bing, bada boom. Tommy rocks up. Dan, talk to me.
Yes. Tommy rocks up.
Rocks up.
That's
Because he got shot.
Yes.
Actually,
I thought he was dead. He's back with a
saw him
limp.
get shot. I knew he was going to die. Because in a game or a movie, if they don't get shot in the head, they're not dead.
Yeah.
Man's got shot like I don't even know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Shoulder
But it must be near the eye slash
his
kind
eyes
of.
fucked. You're right.
Eyes gone. Can't walk.
But you didn't see him.
And he
bleeding
sits
out,
down,
so I knew
sees
it
how
was
everyone is, meets the kid again, and he goes, look,
Get into the meat and potatoes.
the
Dan.
mate, got the map. This is where she is.
We heard
We've
rumors
heard
about a girl that's fucking jacked.
Yeah, a meaty, a thick-ass boy.
Described as Brock Lesnar.
Dum-dum-dum-dum.
Is that?
I think that's Brock Lesnar's theme song. I hope it
What
is.
was that?
That was Brock Lesnar's theme song. Or was that the Terminator?
theme? He just did the Terminator. She's kind of like the Terminator. Anyway, Tommy's saying, bro, you made me a fucking promise, bitch.
And Ellie's like, I can't do this.
Actually, in this moment,
Because
I thought Tommy...
dick.
I thought it was a bit of a dick move.
But I understand.
And he was upset that they were living happily.
Yeah.
I do
Because,
understand, of course.
and he's like, you promised me. You promised me.
And he said, I can't go. And he's fucked up. He
Yeah.
can't.
And
Man's
Dina gives the ultimatum. It's me or that.
Well,
What are you gonna do?
First off, Ellie's nice. Doesn't want to do it. But then, I think she has another flashback. I can't remember. I don't know. But I think she has another flashback of his head being bitten in.
Yeah.
And
she has
in the
to
middle
go.
of the night, she wakes up and starts packing.
Yeah. Dina
Is
obviously
she,
hears.
or is she not wearing Joel's jacket here?
I don't remember.
I thought, in my head, I said she's wearing Joel's jacket. It was just a dirty jacket. It might not have been Joel's jacket. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Not important to the story. Dina comes down. She's just, come back to bed, it's fine. We'll talk about it in the morning. Ellie, I have to do this. Ellie says, I have to do this. And she just does it. And okay, so I talk about controversial points again. Ellie, in terms of what she wants apart from revenge for Joel's death, which, to be fair,
She's pretty happy.
I would have thought she wouldn't have gone.
No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have thought she would either.
And now she goes.
Yeah.
And to me, this is tacked on as shit. As soon as I rocked up... Actually, no, he plays Ellie for a bit. No, sorry. Ellie. God,
Abby.
Abby.
Oh God. Then
Anyway, Ellie says she's going to go after her. He plays Abby now at Santa Barbara.
Yes.
And you meet another faction.
And you don't meet this other faction.
Oh, they fuck you up.
You think you found the Fireflies, and you're talking to them.
Which I thought actually...
I thought she found the Fireflies, but obviously it was just that other faction.
Oh, for real?
I think so. But then...
I thought the same as what you just thought then. What you just said. That there was just them faking. But I think the Fireflies are actually out there.
Because here's the bit I've been wanting to talk about as well.
Go.
Hold up.
Grab the wall. Oh. We're just going to go and pause here. Beer break.
Hold. Beer break done. So, as I was saying...
Please. Into the microphone.
Now,
Santa Barbara.
Yeah, Santa Barbara. A cool thing about how we're talking about how we think she got jumped or feels faked.
Yeah, Firefly. That's right. That's what I was talking
Oh,
about.
actually, let me hold my thought.
Hold. Can you just hold, please?
Let me hold that thought until we explain what happens at the end, because we're right near the end here.
Okay, let's power through. Blah, 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 blah. They come into these sort of slave guys, right?
Yeah.
Enslaving
They're
these
called the
outside
serpents.
wanderers.
They weren't called the serpents.
Snake things.
You
Even
go.
Ellie writes in her journal here, which I did appreciate. What the fuck is with all these factions? She even wrote that. I'm sick of these groups or something like that. And I was like, nice. True. It's annoying. Anyway, these guys fuck her up. As in Abby, I mean, sorry. They fuck her up.
And Liv.
And Lev. And then, which I didn't realize until towards the end of the game, obviously. Then months later, Ellie, like a month later, maybe months even, rocks up and finds the yacht that Abby came on with Lev, of course, which is Owen's yacht.
Yep.
Anyway, you get it. You played the game. We didn't talk about that, but you get it. Actually, we didn't even talk about that sex scene with Abby.
Yeah, we did.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Gross.
It looks very rough. Where's the lubrication?
Dude, straight in.
Where's the emotion?
Straight in.
I read somewhere.
I'm no expert.
I know. I didn't read into this, but it did come up somewhere that he stuck it up the bum.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why it was so rough.
But I mean, even if it, didn't even start. They kissed for about 5 seconds,
and then bang, man tits.
Oh yeah, she had bigger pecs.
They have big pecs, and then
there wasn't tits, they were pecs, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, anyway. Geez, a bit of a sidetrack there. What the fuck were we talking about?
Pretty much near the end now. She's hung up by these factions.
We skip through it. Ellie creams these
Ellie's killing these guys. Breaks out these prisoners.
Yeah, frees them instantly.
And these guys
actually free themselves, really, don't they?
No.
They do.
Well, some of them get away, but Ellie lets them out and gives them the guns.
The guy gets pinned up against there, and the prisoners are grabbing him, and they grab the keys off him, and then open themselves. Anyway,
Okay. Well, Ellie pretty much pushed him into them anyway.
Yes.
And now this is one bit that got me confused because one of the prisoners goes, "She's bit," and at the same time, Ellie's asking, "Where's Abby?" And I thought that they were saying that Abby's bit.
Nah,
She's saying Ellie's bit.
She's been freshly bit because remember she pushed that guy into the clicker.
Yeah.
Cool moment.
It was.
Very cool moment.
Clicker.
Um,
Anyway, so you pretty much go down these states and you find Abby hung up. Short Ellen DeGeneres hair.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway.
Lev pretty much...
I thought, okay, now maybe it's just the saddest in me. Maybe it's because I've played too much sad games. But when they first took Abby and they were like, oh, she's a good whatever...
Yeah.
Did I say specimen?
Yeah, he's a specimen.
Something like that? Is that what they said? Oh, she's a good something. I can't remember what they said.
I don't remember, sorry, man.
But I was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Is this like a sex slave thing?
Slave thing, yeah.
I was like,
because her and Lev tried to escape. So they went in the prison. They were hung up on these poles to die.
They were crucified,
and she's barely alive, and she's like...
Yeah, and by the way, not jacked.
Yeah.
Not jacked anymore. She's lost it. She looks like... She's bigger than us.
She's like,
Don't get me
save
wrong.
me, help me. And so Ellie lets her down and lets
I just want to paint the picture down. She's more jacked than us.
Mate, not hard. For me, anyway.
No. Not for everybody. But she's jacked.
Yeah.
But not... she's not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
And then... Yeah, you're right. Help me. Ellie cuts her down. And then Abby cuts Lev down. And then...
She pretty much goes, we have to finish this.
Ellie threatens to kill Lev. Because Abby doesn't want to fight. Because Abby has...
Abby's had a she's had a fair share. She's traumatized. She's done.
She's chasing the light.
Yeah.
Now. She wants to find the fireflies. That was all she really actually wanted to do. Now. Anyway. After killing Joel.
Yep.
Anyway. So that fight happens. I died several times because I didn't want to kill either of them.
Yes, and that was the hard thing because you're playing as Ellie again now, and you feel really conflicted trying to kill Abby. I don't want to kill Abby either.
And I said this to Dan.
I really thought they were going to go together.
I thought because Ellie even brought up with Abby that she was the cure, right?
Yeah.
I thought that they were going to be like, that Abby was going to stop her when she was about to kill her, right? And be like, you're the cure, come with me.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. You can change it. We can fix this. Which is such a Hollywood bullshit ending, right?
Yeah. I'm kind of glad they did.
We are just like conditioned to think that. That's such a DC ending,
that
Marvel
is,
ending,
yes.
right?
We'll
team up.
And so you pretty much go through this fight.
I kind of want that.
Pretty much stab her. You lose your knife. You pretty much beat her to a pulp, and you're strangling her underwater.
Sorry. Side note: Ellie bringing a knife to a hands-on fight.
Yeah, it's like
bringing a dog move, isn't it?
It's like bringing a knife to a gunfight for Abby. Yeah. But yeah, so you pretty much you're strangling her underwater, or so you're drowning her. She's gonna die, and last minute you just stop and you just say go, while you can.
Thank
go.
God.
They go on their two different boats, and that's it. Mm-hmm. Ellie goes back to the ranch. Dina and JJ are gone. Everything's gone, but the guitar.
Well, Ellie stuff. Ellie stuff still.
Or it's just the music and that. Yeah, but mainly the guitar. That's the most important part. And might I add, in this fight, Ellie's fingers were bitten off. Two of her pinky and ring finger gone.
I didn't know it was both, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I realised it was both.
At the moment.
Yep. I don't know why I noticed.
I'm an idiot.
And yeah, so she goes to play his guitar, and I think, did she go to play Future Days?
And now, throughout the game, we haven't mentioned this, but you played the game.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to point it out now.
You played a couple of times.
And it's quite a cool feature. At the start, you think, it's a bit weird, but you keep doing it throughout the game, and it's quite nice. It's a touchstone about Joel and Ellie, right?
Yeah.
Because Joel played to Ellie,
And
Ellie had to play that, then Ellie plays about
And in
Joel.
the first game, Joel's like, one day I'm going to teach you how to play guitar.
Beautiful. And of course, Ellie actually, side note, has learned how to swim, which
Yes.
is nice. And
Does in a flashback.
now, yes, and now Ellie is trying to play that song one more time. She's missing the fingers.
Yes.
man.
So
she
the
can't
strings are mute.
play
The strings twang.
the song. She puts the guitar up,
And that's it.
and that's the game.
That's
She
it.
couldn't play the song.
Finishes. And might I add...
But to me,
Now, hold. Here we go.
go. Sorry.
Now, for me, Naughty Dog games. Really beautiful. And I'm a man who is
are.
quite firm with his emotions. Quite in touch with his emotions.
Sure.
I was a sobbing mess.
Oh, no.
I was shocking. And I was glad when I checked with the other boys. They were too. But let me just put...
I want to point out that I did not cry because I'm not a fucking pussy. All right, mate.
Real men cried at the
I'm
last
not a
of part
fucking
two.
pussy, mate. Anyway, no. It was a beautiful moment.
It was.
I will agree.
And
But,
like,
all right,
I
so
said...
let me say, like, when she walks off, I think a lot of people have been like, she lost everything. This is the saddest ending ever. I think that's the moment Ellie has
Realised.
She didn't kill Abby or Lev. She decided not to. She broke the cycle, as you said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Neil Druckmann, whatever. She's now going off, in my opinion, back to Jackson.
Yep.
And
Whether
to live
Dina
her
and
life.
Dina and JJ there or not.
And regardless, right? But I think
Yep.
there will be.
Yep.
And I think that they will now forgive, as in Dina will forgive her
Because she didn't go
because
through.
she didn't kill her.
Yep.
That's
I
right.
agree.
Because if she killed her and came back, Ellie's lost,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
She's done. She's completely done.
And you know what?
She's had her
If she
closure.
kills... So this is what happens. This is what would happen, in my opinion. If they kill... If
Abby.
Ellie kills Abby, Lev's coming back.
Yeah.
Lev gonna kill Ellie,
And that's the cycle
Dina,
again.
and then guess what? Then JJ's coming back.
Yeah. And that's
This
the
is what
cycle.
happens.
They've broken the cycle and given
And now
closure.
maybe this is the Batman in me.
Yes.
The Batman fan in me. That it's the easy decision is to kill
Yes.
Abby in that moment.
But once you go past that line,
That's right.
you're not coming back.
That's right. I mean, and also a good point is that the fact that Ellie kills about 150 people to get to her. So what? It's a game. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's
Plot
not
hole,
the point.
loophole.
In terms of
And-
exactly, it's a video game. Only kills that count in a video game are the ones that are in cutscenes.
Okay, and
In cutscenes.
here's
Because you know what? Actually, I think in most of the encounters, especially with humans, I feel like you can sneak. You sneak past. You could.
You can get through nearly 90% of the encounters
Yeah.
without killing a single clicker or infected or person.
You can sprint through them, which I did.
I did a lot for a couple of them.
Anyway, so there it is. We did it. Thank
So,
you.
Here it
We
is. Now, here's
recapped
my
the
last
game.
bit that I wanted to get to just
Please,
before.
Dan, go.
Now, do you remember at the start of the game, when you're loading it up, there's the boat
Yes. Now go.
menu screen? Do you know what I'm about to say here?
Yeah. So anyway, let's describe it.
Menu
The boat
screen
is in the water.
boat,
misty.
rocky water,
The whole game.
dark, disgusting.
The whole game. It's actually the end scene, isn't it?
Yeah.
We don't know that. Obviously.
The last game. Well, once you finish it and you get to that new game plus menu,
Sure.
you're beached on the sand,
do
beautiful
you
sunny
think that
place.
is?
She's found the fireflies. Abby and Lev have
Bingo.
found the fireflies.
Bingo.
And there's such a small touch that I didn't notice straight away.
Well, the thing is, I believe that that's the case too. That they found the fireflies. That's
I 100% agree too.
But some people say it's just that's the
Just beached up. That's it.
just the same. That's just the boat. But the fog's cleared because you know what? That looked to me also like the dome building in the background. Like you know that dome. I can't remember. That looks like the dome building. You know where they kept describing the last section where they
Yeah, the dome.
Didn't that look like that building? No.
Not to me. But then I read.
I'd rather.
the same time as
I
seeing
hope
it.
it is the fireflies thing. I agree.
Now,
All right, Dan.
Now here's a big question. Just before
Go.
we wrap this up,
Sure. Mate, we're not wrapped up. We're done with the story.
yes,
Now we get into it.
is
Now that we're done with this, just the introduction.
yeah. Now that you know who we are,
An hour
do you
and
think there will
40
be a
minutes
part
in.
3?
I hope not.
I hope not.
Because the worry with me
It's closed.
is, well, the whole point was breaking the cycle.
It's done.
What do you do?
And they're gonna
What
get
else
to.
apart from finding the cure and actually having a happy ending to all this, which would be maybe interesting.
No,
What else do you do though, Dan, in this world? And I guess people say that, you know what, if they could find a good story to tell, you tell that story. But I'm saying, Me personally, if they just do
do they do like
game
a? I was gonna say, do they do like
And
an
they don't-
Uncharted or an Infamous, or Uncharted Lost Legacy or Infamous First Light, where they just have that little side story DLC standalone?
Yeah, sure. Why not? If they do a side story thing, I think that's fine. But I'm talking about like Last of Us Part 3 or just Last of Us 3 or whatever the fuck. I don't think.
No, it's done.
I hope not. So I think this is quite the close to it. And, well, it wasn't like a cliffhanger ending for me.
No, it's closed.
So I think that's closed.
The only thing I'd want to know
'Cause you know what's
is,
exciting?
did Ellie, Dina, and JJ live a happy life in the end? That's all I'd want to know. But that's not
I
enough.
think it's implied.
Yeah, that's not enough
To
to
me,
make
that's
it,
implied.
That's not enough to make a
Just
full
walking
game
off into
out.
the sunset,
Yeah.
essentially, right? Which I think is, if you're talking like, storytelling, I feel like that's a good ending.
Yeah.
A happy ending, sorry.
It's been closure, like, there's
Relatively,
nothing, there's
anyway.
nothing really more to go for.
Because, I mean, what do you... Yeah, I feel like you go again, and it turns into something like The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
The TV
it just
show, I mean.
keep pushing.
Can this fucking end?
It's like Pretty Little Lies. After that 4th season,
If you end like this, at least for us,
I'm happy.
2 fucking great games.
Yeah.
2 fucking great games. And,
There's now people
It's not like
petitioning to
Uncharted.
people to rewrite the game.
yeah, whatever.
It's not that
Whatever.
fucking bad.
It's just I don't get it. Anyway, all right. Well, so that's the synopsis
Yeah.
of the game. We're giving you a brief overview.
Yeah,
I mean,
just-
there's some points that we have definitely.
Yeah, we've missed a lot, but
That was. That's the general story.
I think that's good that we've missed a bit because that gives you guys a chance to,
Our large viewer base.
yeah, the thousands of you to tell us
hundreds of thousands, millions.
what you think.
But
And so, final review,
sure.
final score.
Go.
What do you give it?
I'm not giving it a score. I'm going to give it a word.
Go.
I don't like saying. I don't think we should get into numbers
Okay.
because then that comes back to bias in the ass,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
Just describe it. I'd say this game, like I said, is the new with Red Dead Redemption 2, which we will get into later. That Dan's not a big fan of. But Red Dead Redemption 2, apart from the fact, all right, you know what I say? We'll go positive and negatives of the game.
All right. Easy. Yeah. Go.
So for me, positives, the story is, I think, fucking great, amazing. The production of the game, amazing. Graphics are amazing. The gameplay is better than the last game. Negatives, I'd say for me, and I thought it several times, and again, maybe it's just because my first playthrough, but you know what? You got to judge it on that because most people are going to play it once, if that.
That's it.
It's long, and I feel like, especially that last bit where you have to, once she tells you to never see your face again, and then it keeps after the barn. I thought the barn was the end again. This is like the second time I thought the game was ending, and then it keeps going. Actually, we didn't talk about the very end of the game. My apologies.
What have I missed? What have I forgotten
The
about?
final cutscene. Joel and Ellie.
Oh.
Joel crying.
No, don't do this.
Well, we have to talk
Don't
about
do
it.
this.
Is when Joel and Ellie, they talk about it. Ellie says, "I don't know if I can ever forgive you.
Ever forgive you for this?" And he says, "Well,
My
I'm gonna
life
do
would
my-"
have meant something."
Yeah.
Which is powerful.
Sorry, Ham.
Oh boy.
Just crunching on
Last
some
cutscene.
cheese.
Last cutscene.
He's like, "I don't think I can ever forgive you. My life would have meant something." And he's like, "Well, correct me if I'm wrong because I've kind of got my 2 playthroughs mixed in.
Sorry?
Isn't it something like, my life didn't mean something if it wasn't for you, if I didn't save you?"
Yeah, something like that. And he also said, from what I remember, was, if I had it all over again, if God gave me another
Yes,
chance,
if God, that's it. If
I'd
God
do
gave
the
me another
exact
chance, I'd do
same
the exact same thing.
fucking
And
thing.
you know what? I respect that. He kinged that.
I like that.
He could have gone full Ellie simp mode. Young and Flame, he in simple mode.
Yeah, he's a flawed character, which is fine. But, yeah, so I guess, Dan, you go now. What's your positive negative?
I'll start with my negatives.
Please.
The game can sometimes be a bit too long for the greater good. Sometimes it can be a bit too
Like the podcast.
draining. Yeah, I mean, literally. But for me personally, that is the GOAT. The greatest of all time. I've never felt about a game going into it the way I did. I've never felt the same about a game the way I felt playing it.
Sure.
And the exact same again finishing it.
walk me through.
I've never been a slobbery mess like that one. 2, I have never thought about something so much afterwards.
Yep.
Like the amount of times I just kept going, that was amazing. Like this, everything added up. Everything closed off nicely for me. There was nothing that made me go, that's stupid. Everything made sense. Everything went on nicely. And I think this game will go down in a couple of years' time. I think once this all dies down,
Yeah.
the controversy dies down, people play it again and be like, that was one of the greatest things we have ever witnessed.
Yeah. I hope so. Because I don't, as we talked about, for an hour and a lifetime, I don't get it. The criticism.
Yeah.
Because criticism about the story or whatever, fine. But people talking like...
It's as bad as Last Jedi or the last season of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, bad writing and stuff like that.
No. Where's the bad writing?
If anything, the writing and production and everything about it, and the side stories, by the way, a lot of notes and shit, which are great, I thought was fantastic. And
Actually, that might be the one negative. I liked when traveling across America in the first game, you had a much wider, different variety of scenery and things like that, where in this one you only pretty much stick in Seattle.
yeah, I still feel like it's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't get me wrong. I think it's fantastic.
But that was the benefit, I think, of the first game, was that it was such a simple story.
Yes.
As I'm sure everyone has ever talked about Last of Us 1, is it is a simple story, and that's why a lot of people love it.
Some people consider it to be the greatest game of all time.
Yep. And I don't think that.
I don't think it's the greatest of all time. That's the one thing.
It's a great game. Why didn't you play it at the time? So
it's
hard to say.
There's a lot of things missing.
I played the remaster. Full disclosure, I played the remaster.
I played the remaster, have now bought the PS3 version, currently being delivered.
It's not the same at the time. Yeah. Like, we came into this game, obviously, like, the right age group for it, like, in terms of target market, in terms of...
I would have been 13 when the game came out.
Yeah. I would have been... How much older than you? 3 years?
3 years.
Yeah, so...
You would have just fit... You would have just fit the...
17?
Yeah, you would have just fit the market.
But, well, I couldn't legally buy it, so I guess not really. But I didn't even have it. PS3. Anyway, we talked about that. But it's just... oh, Jesus. Coronavirus. Sorry, everybody. But, I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. Anyway, we'll go closing thoughts now, Dan. Do you want to talk about anything else about this game? Anything that stands out? Any positives do you want to stand out? Any negatives?
I think everything...
Any funny things? Whatever.
I think everything that I've felt about this game has been said. I love this game beyond belief. Mm-hmm. I will platinum it.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I'm a bit disappointed that there's no plans for DLC. Because I feel like the Left Behind DLC in the first game was brilliant.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah, so truly beautiful game. And it was a nice, short, compact, little expansion that just gave the backstory to Ellie. I want to just have a little, maybe 5, or for these guys, I'd say about 2 hours, but for these guys it'll be like 6 hours. DLC of if Abby did make it to the Fireflies. And see, there's a part of me that still believes Abby is also immune. I want to see her get bit.
That'd be cool.
And I want to see... Because she said in the game at one point, she's like, Dad, if it was me, I want you to do the same. I want to see if she can walk the walk the way she can talk the talk.
That's interesting. It's an interesting point. I wouldn't put it past them to still put out DLC first game.
I've said they're not planning on it, but they also planned on not killing Joel, so here we are.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They also plan on not making this game. And they made it, So look, I don't know. Who knows? We'll be able to talk about this in the future, about speculation and stuff. If anything
we will come back to this eventually.
Of course. But yeah, I mean... Yeah, I guess overall thoughts on it. I mean, do I want to talk about anything else? Is there anything else worth even talking about?
I think we've really covered
there's
everything.
heaps to talk about. There's so much to talk about. We talked about the overall themes of it, which is the main part.
As I said, the main thing for me is this game really took over my... Like, I finished it in 2 sittings. It took over my life for 2 full days.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't change it for anything.
Yeah.
I'll do the same again. And if they were to remaster it for PS5...
I'm going to buy it, sure.
Yeah.
And they will.
If they did a collector's edition, I'd buy it again.
Yeah. Right.
And I want to give as much money as I can to Naughty Dog for what they've done, because that game is just next level. Yeah. And I think people don't appreciate it enough.
Yeah, well,
because they saw the fucking spoilers beforehand. If they just had done the right thing,
dude, facts,
and just waited it out,
yeah, 100%.
They ruined it for themselves, and now they're having talking shit on Naughty Dog and Neil Druckmann for that. That was their own fault. They didn't have to look at the spoilers. You don't think I didn't want to see what was going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see.
Yeah.
I wanted to know everything about this game, but I had to do it for my own sake.
Yeah, and yeah, there's no the people that are like just giving it zeros and stuff are totally fucking blind, mate. If you're giving this a game a 0, you're a fucking idiot. And I can say that. I don't want to generalize, but like you can't give this game a 0. No way. Just graphically alone, that's an achievement. Acting is fantastic, and the gameplay's good. If you just like that stuff, then the game's at least a 7.
This game is currently being reviewed.
But then I think
lower than Duke Nukem Forever.
What, the user score?
Yep. And that game was a bombshell.
Yeah, I know. I played it at the time, bro.
Yeah, so did I.
Maybe we'll review that. But alright, sorry, reviews. Alright, so for me, the final review comment. What do we call it? What are we gonna call this segment, Dan?
Just this is it.
Revs reviews.
Oh boy, Revs?
Nah.
Oh, just
I don't know.
finish it up, mate. Wrap it up.
The fucking name.
Wrap it up.
The wrap up. The final shout.
There it is.
I stole it from the front bar.
The last round. Or no, what's it called? Like at the bar before I sit?
Last round.
Is that what it is? Oh,
final shout, last round.
Yeah, whatever.
Last round.
Last round.
Last round. We'll do another beer?
I've still got my last round here, mate.
Yeah, he's really pussied out here, guys. Just want to point that out.
I was hungry.
Alright. This game, in terms of story, and presentation and everything, is the new standard for me of excellence. Whether you like the story or not, but the story they told is controversial, and I think in
a good way.
But being controversial, I think, in thought-provoking is what art is.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck art is, but
I
know what I'm saying?
But it made me think.
And that's what art does, right?
Huh?
Because, you play Call of Duty, or you could play, whatever, even like Spider-Man, right? It's basic story, which is fine. But this shit makes you think. Anyway, you go, Dan. Review. Final thoughts.
That's it. You know my review, mate. This game is fantastic. If you haven't played the first one, play it. Play it.
You have to play it. I don't know. If somehow you've made it through this whole fucking review, which I doubt it. If you made it through this whole review and then you've also haven't played the first or second game, mate, play the first game.
Just play it.
And
you know what? Here we go.
Last hot take. Here it is. He's grabbed the mic.
Here it is. This is also a bit of a diss.
Oh.
To our mate.
Oh.
Our mate.
Who?
I was going to say our acquaintance, but I'll call him a mate. Charlie. That works with us. This guy.
Talk to me.
Watched the walkthrough for the first Last of Us. Still yet to play it.
Sure.
And he refuses to play the second one. He'll wait to watch a walkthrough.
Wow.
This guy. I told him, you got to play it.
That's the modern gamer.
Yeah, this guy spends more hours on Call of Duty, but watches walkthroughs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, in this day and age, who still watches walkthroughs? Charlie, I'm coming for you. Next time we have a shift together, you better sleep with one eye open, mate. Oh. You better work with both eyes open. You better sell with your two eyes, 2 ears, and one mouth.
Cotton Eye Joe.
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Beautiful.
Fun fact, Cotton Eye Joe's about an STD.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Where'd you come from?
Where'd you go?
This STIs are getting pushed around everywhere.
Okay. Cotton Eye Joe. What does that mean?
Cotton Eye Joe. Well, Ivy Joe. No, it is about an STI, but I couldn't explain to you how it works.
Well,
maybe that's
judging by the momentum of this podcast.
I think we're about at the wrap up.
I think
this
we're
is
done.
it.
Well, this was it.
Or if you have sat through
2 hours. 2 hours.
Pretty much 2 hours
Get out.
of everything we've gone through, is like, oh yeah, good call.
I hope
Good
there's
call.
not too much
I hope there's not
we
much
don't
feedback
know.
there.
We can't hear. All right, this is the thing. We can't hear what it sounds like right now, so we're going to find out.
If you have sat through this whole thing, we thank you. We appreciate you.
Stay with us.
We will get better at this.
We
will continue this, and we will be getting some special guests on here. I'd love to get, especially PJ, the big Paul.
Tucker?
PJ Tucker?
Wow.
PJ Muzz. Would love to get him down onto here, just to hear him ramble.
Sure.
Well, it depends if he's whipped or not. Yeah, it depends if he's whipped or not. We'll see how we go. Yeah, we're on to you too. You're on my next diss, mate.
But, so thank you for joining us on our first episode It was a learning experience for us, and hopefully for you guys. If anyone ever listens to this, maybe not, and that's fine.
We do not blame you if you give up 10 minutes in.
This has been Alex and Dan on 10 Beers Deep.
And finish it up
with a skull. Is that what we do now?
Yeah, we don't. We
I
can't
don't have a beer.
We can't play. Just clink it with me. We can't play Veronica's for copyright reasons. You can be the violins.
So join us next week. We don't even know what days we're going to consistently do this, but this was a Sunday, so hopefully we do this every week.
Next Sunday. See you then.
We're aiming for once a week. So thank you for listening.